Wow, that was fast. Hey, hold on. Hold on a minute. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. Hold on. You caught me off guard. Monica Coco, hi. Ray Del Sol, hi. Good evening, Ray Del Sol. We need to talk. Oh, God. Christina, hi, Christina. Christina Richardson, good evening. Path Traveler, hi. How are you tonight? Sugar. Well, guess what, Sugar? The digital internet police did not arrest me for doing a cover version. Isn't that cool? We played Sugar and nothing happened. Brady Boyd, hi. Brady Boyd, good evening. Tina Miller. Hold on, I gotta get you up and running. Hold on. Tina Miller, okay, there we are. Yeah. Smelling all the flowers. All sign is here. Listen to the waves come crashing down. You. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Good evening. Sharon. So I'm glad you're all checking in with each other. Say hello to each other as you do. I know that you do that. Catherine Lopez. Hi, Catherine. You've been here before. I recognize your name. Primary. Yay. Primary. Smelling all the flowers. Staring at the moons. And I saw someone else, Electra Ray. I know you're a movie star, and you never get out of role. You're always in movie star mode. And I bet you have your own Instagram channel, IG Live, where you dress up in your superhero outfit and run around saving the world for people on Instagram. I can imagine that from you. I'd like to see inside your closet, Electra Ray, to have a look at your different superhero outfits. Yeah. Oh, Constance, hey. Constance Morgan, good evening. And who else? Who else is there? Spiritually gifted. Definitely. Why not? Helps to be spiritually gifted, although probably a lot of you who are spiritually gifted also see it as a curse. But it's okay. You get used to it. You're special. Okay? You're special. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right, Path Traveler. Seems to be working. Ray Del Sol, I believe, this is just a guess. As you know, I used to work as a psychic medium, but please don't hold me to that. Ray Del Sol, I believe that Electra Ray has a secret stash of superhero outfits. Okay? Yeah. Cha Edwin, yay. Hey, Cha, good evening. I can't spell the last one, so I'm going to have to wait on that. Love Triber. Hello, Love Triber. Good evening. Primary. Yes, the work is getting done, people. Okay, did I forget anybody? I don't know. Well, I got a few of you anyway. I think you were the one who called me about Ray Del Sol, about when we do that live thing. Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. We're gonna, yeah. J Doe's here. J Doe, good evening, J Doe. And we'll be meeting up soon, that's for sure. Path Traveler, yay. Yay, thank you. Thank you for setting the tone tonight, Path Traveler. Much, much welcome. Much, much welcome. Put a smile on that. Thank you very much. Of course, anybody is welcome to copy Path Traveler. It doesn't mean you'll get a reading, but there's an improved chance. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Taz and Abby. Uh-oh, that sounds like a TV show. Taz and Abby. That sounds like a kids show for wild animals that went berserk. Or like Taz and Abby go into the jungle and rescue snakes. Or Taz and Abby are out in a ranch in Montana learning how to ride ostriches. That's the Taz and Abby show. Walking in circles. Or learning how to raise organic chickens. Something like that. All Son likes his snake pies. Oh, please don't tell us we're going to have a new kind of healing treatment. Snake pie treatment. What happened to good old-fashioned chocolate? Yeah. No, your dog's names. I knew it had to be something with animals. Animals, for sure. Yes, excellent. So it was close. Tina, thank you so much. Ray, thank you. Whoa, calm down, calm down. I love it, I love it, I love it. But I'm gonna get so overexcited now. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna even have. Oh, let me just see if I can do this. Jenny H. Tina. Thank you, Tina. And who was that? Who was that one? Radiance. Thank you so much. Come crashing down. You walking in a circle, feeding all the birds, climbing up a mountain, looking around. I'm waiting on the wind. Hold on, I'm getting stuck. My screen is stuck, people. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. Hold on, this is weird. The whole screen is stuck. Give me a moment. I have to reload my screen. Waiting on the will of heaven today. Yes, everybody fine-tuning your projects, getting ready. Ooh, yeah. Let's have a look. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. Okay, so for tonight we gotta talk to you. Okay, we got that. We'll sort that in a second. All right. Waiting on the will of heaven today. Waiting on the will of heaven. Rod Dixon. Hi, Rod. Waiting on the will of heaven today. Okay, let's stop the music for a moment. It doesn't mean you have to stop dancing, but we'll just carry on anyway. Thank you so much. Ray Del Sol, massive shift in energy. Well, we just hit a Virgo new moon. It just started a little while ago, so it shifts everything. It just moves everything forward. Okay, so a couple of things tonight. Thanks everyone for checking in. The new time seems to be okay. We're checking in at 6 p.m. I'm digging it. I'm totally digging it. It just seems more healthy, and it gives everybody on the East Coast a little bit more of a break, so you don't have to end up wiped out for Monday morning. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Also, yes, the planets. Look what just happened. Let's make a note. So today is the 9th, right? So Venus just went into Scorpio. Okay. In Scorpio. So that's at 0 degrees right now. Okay. And Mercury just went into direct into Virgo. Mercury direct now in Virgo. So all of these things are happening kind of right now. And any minute now, Mars is going to cross over. Any minute now, Mars is going to cross over from Capricorn into Aquarius at the 0 degree point. So there's a lot of cusp energy here, okay? Next, Saturn just went direct. Saturn in Capricorn, direct. Okay, so one of you asked, like, what the heck is going on? Why the big shift in energy? Well, there's a lot of activity in the planets right now over the next few days, over the last couple of the days in the next few days. Venus is moving into Scorpio, okay? 0 degrees. Okay, so that's really going to amplify the intensity of what's happening with Jupiter and Scorpio already. And it's going to, let's say, amplify the sense of intimacy between yourself and another soul, especially the person to whom you are most deeply connected on the soul level. And we'll come to that in a minute when we look at the Tarot Lumination Astro Doodle. Yay. Mercury's going direct and soon into Virgo here. Let's have a look. It's already in Virgo. So this shifts all our thinking, our communications into very precise manners. Instead of being at the mercy of all that Aquarius, Leo, the Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo energy, it's been released. It's got freedom now. So Mercury can be much more comfortable, much more expressive over here in Virgo. Mercury is ruling planet for Virgo. So I think it's going to help us all to think more clearly and see more clearly without so much fog. There's a lot of resistance on the fog from Neptune and Pisces. I'll show you that in a moment. Also, Mars is right on the 0 point right now, moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. So that can feel really weird. Mars in a Capricorn energy, very solid, very militaristic, very orderly, getting things done in a very regimented, no messing around kind of way. And Mars in Aquarius is much more the energy of the rebel freedom fighter. So it's going to shift. Now, also, now that Mars is moving forward, going direct, it's going to zoom through. It's got still about 6 weeks going through Aquarius before it gets into Pisces. Next, Saturn is now direct in Capricorn, okay? So you put all these together, all of that together, it's a lot of shift. Okay, we've still got Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. They're still retrograde, but we're not going to worry about that. And then tonight, right now, we've got the Virgo New Moon right here. Here we go. Okay, I've been making some notes. So if I haven't checked somebody in, we'll work on it. So we got the new Virgo New Moon tonight. So that's where we're going to focus, all right? All this stuff is great. If you need to, you can check in with a professional astrologer about all these. Tarot Lumination doesn't do astrology readings anymore. It takes so much time. and you'll have to try make it becomes so expensive. I don't even enjoy it, but I love doing the tarot with you guys. It's fun, and we get to hang out. So tonight we have the Virgo New Moon. Let's have a look, people. Look at this. So right now, we've got the Virgo New Moon right over here. So if you can just imagine yourself as a human being, and you've got, hold on, there's Gabby. I just saw Gabby girl. Hold on. Gabby girl. Hi, Gabby girl. Gabby girl. Hi, Gabby girl. Good evening and welcome, of course. So, I'm glad you're all here tonight. I feel very comfortable and cozy with you guys. You're like freaking troopers. So right now, this is where all the action is. It's over here. Sun is right next to the moon. The moon is right next to the sun in Virgo. I think it's about 17 degrees, something like that. Let me just check. Yeah, about 17 degrees. So it's a lot of, it's expressive and it's full and it's rich, it's powerful. Mercury is over here in Virgo. Sun is in Virgo. Moon is in Virgo. Very strong energy right now, Virgo. So there's a really strong emphasis on refining our behavior, refining our thoughts, refining our habits, our actions, our daily tasks, our daily practices to make them as efficient and productive and meaningful as possible, not just for ourselves, but in service to others. It's like the tasks that we do throughout the day, whether it's washing your dishes, brushing your teeth, doing the accounting, doing the books, driving the kids back and forth, doing college homework, checking in, caregiving with the parents, checking your diet, whatever it is about refining and purifying and clarifying. Because right opposite here, dead opposite, we've still got Neptune and Pisces big time for another 7 years. Okay, so get used to it. Pisces over here, this Neptune energy over here is very, very beautiful for what it is because it's very amplified. Neptune in Pisces, that's like the energy of love, pure love, maxed out to the possible. Now, of course, the shadow side of all of that, because all these energies have a shadow side, like they play one way or another according to how we read the energy. You could call it positive or negative, or this expression or that expression. The thing about the Pisces energy is that this is where a lot of our ailments are buried for all of us. This is where we got to reveal it to heal it. So we're talking about stuff that's very, very deeply buried here that we can hardly understand. It's the energy of self-sabotage, the energy of self-undoing, all our addictions, our bad habits, our spiritual laziness, our tendency to sweep anything and everything that we can't handle under the carpet and smother it up with anything we can think of. Food, chocolate, booze, smoking, recreational pot, prescription medications, overdoing it. Some people overwork. Some people can't handle their stresses and they feel guilty, so they just work themselves into oblivion. All of those things are unhealthy, but they can be very deeply ingrained without us even knowing it. And Virgo is saying, enough of that, enough of that, enough of that. We need to shine the light on it. It's almost like Virgo energy is right over here doing this, okay? Like doing this. Virgo is over here shining on the Neptune, saying, let's have a look at this, people. Let's not be shy about this, all right? Let's not be shy. Virgo wants to clean things up, okay? And Neptune is saying, leave me alone, man. I want to get stoned. Just leave me alone. I'd rather watch Netflix for 5 hours. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Well, there's no way out because the lights are full on, okay? The lights are full on right here, right now. So, without going into each person, this sits inside of you somewhere. Wherever you find 17 degrees Virgo in your chart, you don't even have to have any Virgo planets, okay, or anything. But wherever this degree is in your chart, that's where the action is right now. So it could be like this for you, or here, or here. Like, Like if you're a Libra, it would be over here in your 12th house. If you're a Cancer, it would be over, where is it? All right, I'm getting confused now. What am I doing? Oh, it's over here, look. And so on. So it moves around everywhere, but you just stick with it. Kim Verser, first time. Aha! Aha, people, 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 people. We have a chance for some hazing. Kim Verser. Kim Verser. Newbie. Up for a hazing. We know what that means, people. Hi, Kim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Marlene Walker. Marlene Walker. Okay. Thank you for coming and visiting, Marlene. Thank you very much. Precious moments. Okay. Thank you for visiting, Precious Moments. Thank you so, so much. I see your, oh, Laura, oh, look who's here. Laura Ellen Smith, singer extraordinaire, and Zenijeva. Zenijeva is here, and Laura Ellen Smith. Welcome, welcome. Laura Ellen Smith is in the house. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes. Yes, thank you so. Thank you, Path Traveler. Thank you much. Thank you so much. All of that. Yes. Yes. Little Cap's here. Little Cap. Thank you so much. Little Cap 1. Yay, there we are. So, fantastic. All Sun has a pie chart. Aha! Snake pie chart, yes. Yes. That's this. This is All Sun. This is what All Sun's pies look like. Yeah. He makes pies, and they look like this when you look at them. Thick, clunky, with bits and pieces all over them, and squiggled up messes everywhere. Yeah, Randall Saul. I have no clue what that means. Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying basically tonight, here it is. Sunday, I'll just make a note here for reference. Sunday, 9th September 2018, Virgo New Moon. Virgo New Moon, courtesy of Tarot Lumination. Tarot Lumination. Here's a live astrodoodle from Tarot Lumination. This is what it looks like close up. So get through all of this stuff. And I'll get back to this doodle in just a moment. I just want to get some clarity on the camera there for you guys. All righty. So there we go. Path Traveler is counting. Path Traveler is counting. Kim Verser, you're obviously in a rush to find answers. Well, it's going to take some time. So the other stuff that's going on here right now is still very challenging. This is still here, but it's even stronger now. This big, fat, freaking T-square, it's very challenging because it's very acute, hard angles, okay? Very, very tight on the angles. So we've got Mars challenging Uranus, challenging Venus, and also Jupiter, okay? And all of this is putting pressure on itself. But my feeling, my personal feeling, is that the real pressure is over here on the North Node. But you can't tell because there's no planets here right now. We already came out of the Leo season. But I feel all these energies here are putting tremendous pressure on all of us to be our most advanced, courageous, heartfelt, loving, fun-loving, creative, expressive, risk-taking, romantically unapologetic selves in your full, shiniest, brightest glory, despite all the pressure here to comply with the group, the humanitarian group structure. These are highly contradictory energies here. We are all being asked to be our own most unique, amazing selves in the context of the group, okay? I know the group is saying, well, what's best for the group is that we all throw away our sense of self-identity and merge into the group. Okay, that's great, But that's very much like the energy of martyrdom. And that is not healthy for the group. We don't want a group filled up with a bunch of martyrs sacrificing our egos just so that we can all dumb ourselves down to be as dumb as each other. That's not going to work, okay? It's very much about seriously appreciating each other. The energy of value here, the energy of values here. In fact, I'm going to label it with money. The simplest way to understand a value. The money signs here. We're all being asked to figure out how much do we value the significant others here in this group? How much do the significant others in this group value you? How much do we value each other in a significant group? And how much do we value the self-worth and the individuality of each one of us in the group setting? All of those things are in play right now, and they're all highly contradictory. It forces us, this energy here is forcing us to take a really clear, hard look at ourselves and figure out, who are we really? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why is this happening right now? It's not going away. This is still going to be here for days to come. In fact, on and off, for a couple of weeks even. Okay? So please allow for this. It's a lot of pressure. All right. Thank you, Love Triber. This light of yours, let it shine. Shine it bright together. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Carolyn Rains. Hold on. Yes, Carolyn Rain, that's a good point, because a lot of change is coming up anyway. I didn't get you earlier. I'm pretty sure I didn't get you. Hold on. I need to just check for Carolyn Rains. Fine. No, we didn't. Didn't get that earlier. Sorry. Alrighty, so we got everybody checked in. Well done. Rife Nick. Okay. Brief Nick. Sarah McCauley. Hey. Hey. I got you, Gabby girl. I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I got you, Gabby girl. I got you on there. Sarah McCauley. I got you too. Did I just miss somebody? Hold on. Kashava Das. Hold on. Well, you know what? We're going to do invocation soon for the new moon. Okay? Steps to take for letting go of past karmic relationships. That's very tough. Okay? It's very tough to do. So, now I was just pointing out here all the challenging things, but also, I'm going to show you some sweet stuff too, because we still have some sweetness going on here, some really sweet stuff going on. Okay. In fact, I'll use the green thing already. So over here with Jupiter and Scorpio, this is really, really good for healing, like deep soul healing, deep soul vibrational healing, if you allow it to happen. If you allow your soul at the gut level to open up. Let's say all this energy here starts ripping you to pieces, and the Virgo new moon is pressuring you to clean up your act, identify ancient, redundant, self-sabotaging habits and behaviors, and then bring it back and start healing yourself by creating new healthy habits in your life, okay? That's the Virgo energy over here. And you're getting a lot of support to do that, because all this Virgo energy over here is in very, very powerful trined relationship energies to Pluto. So it's deep healing activities going on here. The Jupiter in Scorpio is also very luscious here and very luscious here. So there's a tremendous amount of support for healing. Also bringing it down to earth, making it reality in terms of practical ways to do that. Saturn is very harmonious with Uranus right now. And we're actually, in some ways, you could even say we've got a big fat Earth trine right over here. It's kind of loose, it's falling apart, but we've been living with this for a few days now. If you've been feeling very, very like grounded, slowed down, methodical, practical, and stabilized, while at the same time feeling as though you're under a lot of pressure, then that's what's happening here, okay? It's perfectly normal for you to be completely wigged out and not being able to figure out why things are so screwed up. We can take advantage of this moment right now. Over the next 2 weeks, we're just starting here. This is a 2-week journey for the moon, as the moon goes from here into Pisces, okay? We can use this time to figure out what are some of our most deeply buried impairments, ailments, like bad attitudes. Are we always swearing? Are we always undermining ourselves verbally? Tarot Illumination swears a lot off camera, for example. Are you drinking too much? Are you not having enough protein? Are you being too strict with diet? Are you not getting enough sleep? Are you addicted to television or radio or news or whatever it is? Figure it out, where it's something where you don't have any control, where it owns you. That's a problem, okay? Like if you can't stop this thing, that's a problem. It owns you. You need to identify what that is and start, we're going to start deconstructing that stuff so you can own it and replace it with a good new habit, okay? So let's put this in perspective. Okay. So as you know, that typically means, well, Chiron actually, I haven't really talked about it much, but Chiron is over here in Aries, okay? Chiron just moved into Aries, right over here. It's at the very, very small degrees. Chiron, the wounded healer, so it's all about like this, the energy of leadership and being your true self here. If it's in Aries, it might be, it's like the wounded soldier. It's like the soldier who's suffered a grave wound, a debilitating wound, to like being whacked on the head, knocked out, almost unconscious, and having to completely get knocked down to the ground and then come back again. It's very debilitating for an Aries energy to be knocked down like that. Now, this is here right now. This is for the whole world, but I'm talking more about people who were born with Chiron and Aries. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm not going to mention that in this show tonight, though. Oh, is it really retrograding? I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. Check that out. Okay, let's get on with things. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I know. Who knew TL was potty mouth? Well, I'm serious. When I first started the channel, I kept getting shut down for being potty mouth. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, thank you, everybody. I think we've got everybody checked in now. Thank you for all the wonderful donations. I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at this. I made some notes here. This is stuff that I wanted to bring up to your attention, folks. Tarot Illumination is doing everything possible to make the best of this new moon. Okay, so in the spirit of this new moon, Tarot Illumination is doing everything possible to be very, very practical. And I've done a lot of work, and I'm going to do a lot of work on discovering what is not working in the world of Tarot Illumination and replacing it with things that do work and just saying goodbye. I know it's hard to do, it's ruthless, but it has to be done. It's like, it's like just doing the dirty work, doing the chores that nobody ever wants to do, and then just doing it, just getting on with it and doing it. So we've been figuring that out. And so there's a little bit of stuff going on over here with Tarot Illumination. Tarot Illumination New Moon is about new starts, new beginnings in the way we do the channel. So tonight, for example, we're coming on earlier, an hour earlier, because it works better. It's more practical, okay? It gives everybody on the East Coast a better chance. Tarot Illumination doesn't have to stay up till 1 a.m. trying to decompress and unwind because I get so hyper by the end of the show. Things like that. So the next thing here, have a look at this. So we just did a little chit chat about the new moon in Virgo Astrodoodle. We're going to have an invocation in a few moments. The next thing I want to point out to you, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's been a posting recently about a Tarot Lumination live healing event. It's a private ticketed event, and I'll put up another video to promote this, several more over the next few weeks. We have another month to promote this, but the whole idea is that it's going to be a private event, and it's just like this, but it's in a private place with the Tarot Lumination Zoom meeting place, okay? And it's $5 a ticket, and anybody can join in. There should be plenty of room. And Tarot Lumination, Ray Del Sol, I believe it was you who called me out. I'm not sure, but as far as I remember, when we had that group meeting, test the crash test dummies meeting a while ago, somebody called out Tarot Lumination and said, well, when are you going to go on camera? You promised that you would. So we're going to do it, okay? Tarot Lumination is going to be on camera for the live healing events, okay? If this goes well, we're going to do this every month. So if you really want to, hang out with Tarot Lumination in person, as opposed to just a pair of wobbly hands, then please help yourself come to the Tarot Lumination live healing event. It's kind of like going to a weird digital online yoga class, but it's not really. It's more like energetic healing. It's going to be more like an energy healing class, or more like an energy healing event. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It is going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to be a lot more fun than to do with healing. It's just good because Tarot Illumination is going to be very, very nervous, as you can imagine. And so that's the first thing I wanted to mention. The next thing, Tuesday, we're going to do the official Patreon launch. We're going to capture the energy of the Virgo New Moon and go for it on September the 11th. And then we're going to keep it going for the rest of the life of the channel. Okay, so long as Tarot Illumination is up and running, we're going to be constantly, permanently campaigning for Patreon sponsorships. Okay, and it's going to be super cheap, like the price of a cup of coffee once per month. And it's all goes to add up to keep the channel going. Okay. Can't make it, send you a screenshot? No freaking way. It's not going to be recorded. Linda Descartes, hold on. Didn't I get you earlier? Did I get you, Linda? Hold on. I just saw Linda pop up. No, I didn't. Okay, Linda Descartes. Hi, Linda. There we go. Thank you. Checking in with everybody I see. Thank you very much. All right. So yeah, it's a lot of shifting and changing going on. A lot of shift, change, shift and change happening right now on the cusp of this new moon, okay? So those are the three things I wanted to mention. We're going to have an invocation here in a moment. We're going to do the live healing event. Tarot Illumination will be there in person, okay? We're doing the Patreon launch on Tuesday. The cheap one, the easy one is $3.33 a month. So it's super cheap. And once you put it on the auto pay program, you won't even know it's happening. And it gives you a chance to keep Tarot Illumination going. Next, check out the Zazzle merch, okay? Tarot Illumination is starting to develop very, very, very we're germinating right now. We're just starting this stuff, but we're starting to create merchandise. And what I'm really looking forward to do, we've sold a few things already, and we're hoping to get videos back from the buyers. So here's the thing. What I would love is if you guys ever get the chance to visit the Zazzle Tarot Illumination shop, and if you buy something, I would love it if you could send in a little video on your phone and show us what you got. If it's some leggings or a t-shirt or a cushion or a poster or a pendant, Those are the most popular things. And leggings, of course. Then we'll put you on the channel, okay? And you don't have to show your face if you don't want to, but I thought it would be an awful lot of fun. You guys get to show off, and it helps Tarot Illumination to promote the stuff, promote Tarot Illumination merch, okay? So check out the Zazzle store for Tarot Illumination, all right? Yeah. Yeah. Leggings. Yep, leggings. All right, so thirsty work. You know what? Let's do the group reading, all right? Let's do the group reading now. Put all these in very, very important things. So put all these aside, okay? And if anyone else checks in, oh, Marilyn Williams. Hey, hi, Marilyn. I didn't get you. I'm sure I didn't see you earlier. Hold on. I got Marlene Walker. That's who I was thinking of. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah. Hold on. Somebody just, Marilyn's here. Marilyn Williams. Hi, there you are. Good evening, Marilyn. Yes. So we were talking about all that good stuff. Light Flower is here. Did I put Light Flower on? I don't think I did. Hold on. I keep missing people. What's going on? No, I didn't. Thank you. Thank you so much, Olson. Thank you for reminding me. Light Flower is here too. Thank you so much. Yay. All right. Joanna Carey. Oh, wait a minute. Joanna Carey. Yeah, what I'd like to do, what I would really, really love to see is a modeling event, a fashion show. I really, really, really want to do Tarot Illumination Love Tribe members fashion show. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, Radio Soul. Thank you so much. Thank you for reminding. Thank you, Path Traveler, for all of that too. So that's one thing I would love to do with you guys. I'm serious, people. I'm really, really serious because I was doing some analytics and studies of the channel. This is the reality. 89% of the viewers are female. Okay, so let's just accept that this is how it is. In which case, since Tarot Illumination loves to make merchandise, jewelry, art, and loves fabrics, I'll show. This is a chance to show off. Okay, we've done this before. Okay, a lot of you already know about the Tarot Illumination silk scarf, right? It's very expensive, so we don't sell a lot of them very quickly. Okay, so there you go. But this is the sort of thing. Now, Abby Cicerelli was the first one to ever get one of these, and she made a little photo, in fact, a little video. So I know it can be done. We know it can be done. We can do fashion shows, okay? I would be very interested to do a fashion show for whatever it is. A cushion, leggings, t-shirts, jewelry, whatever it is. Tarot Illumination. Love Tribe fashion show. I really, really want to do this. And and you know what? You know how they do on those crazy TV shows about judging everything? And then Olson can be a guy who points things out and says, well, love, like they do on those fashion and dancing shows, okay? Tarot Illumination fashion show. Like, who's got the best moves? Think about that. Yeah, who's got the best moves? Yeah. Sort of. Anyway, it's just an idea. Just an idea. Tarot Illumination fashion show. Just thought I would mention that. All right. Let's have a look. I'm feeling very kind of light at the moment, so I don't want to take a lot of risk. Excuse me. Don't want to take a lot of risk. Sorry about that. I whacked the camera settings. All right, these cards are so beat up. These cards have done thousands of readings, and they will do more, okay? Okay, don't worry. I mean, the show will go on. Don't worry. Ray will be right here. I'm serious. I'm serious, Marlene. I'm serious. I'm talking about a Tarot Illumination fashion show one day. Maybe not yet, but one day. Yes. And you don't have to look like a supermodel. Doesn't matter, really. And you don't have to do a fashion show, but I just think it would be fun. I thought it would be fun. Jack Dawson. Jack Dawson, you sound like an action hero from a Netflix series. I'm sure you are. I can tell. I can already tell. Jack Dawson. Super agent, super sleuth. I know what you're doing, Jack Dawson. Jack Dawson. I know that you pose as someone extremely ordinary and plain, like no one would ever suspect, but you've probably been hanging out with Electra Ray, and you too, Jack Dawson, probably came out of a Marvel comic. You probably have your action hero outfit as well. Somewhere hidden in your wardrobe. Jack Dawson, investigator. That's what I'm guessing. Special investigator of unsolvable crimes. And when the going gets really tough, and when Electra Ray can't handle it, guess who just shows up? He just lands on a helicopter and outsteps Jack Dawson. Normally, of course, you'd be found very suave, kind of in a suit or something, or maybe hanging out in Hawaiian lounge clothes, sipping your daiquiris and just enjoying things and wearing Ray-Ban, Ray Del Sol Ray-Ban sunglasses to look very, very inconspicuous. And of course, you'd have a James Bond watch. But, in fact, you're a super sleuth. There we go. Yes. Mm. Okay, there we go. Excellent, Ong-sun. Excellent, excellent. Good for you. All right, so we've checked in a few people. I think a lot of us are here already. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go for it. Let's see what we got going here, people. Yeah, Electra Ray. So yeah, Electra Ray. Yeah, very unassuming. Like you'd never know. He'd look very suave and calm, and everything could be perfectly normal. But Jack would be the kind of guy you'd want to know when things get really, really tough. Like if Jack had to, he would take care of. He would do what has to be done, and there would be no apologies. Jack Dawson is efficient. There we go. Thank you for showing up, Jack. All right. Oh gosh, thank you, Primary, for oh yes, everybody, before we go any further, I need to show you this. Oh my gosh, stay there, don't go away. Don't go away. Thank you, Primary. Gosh, you just reminded me. I have to, over here, Tarot Illumination has to do everything possible to be the shiniest, brightest, most unapologetic Leo North Node person possible. Because Tarot Illumination has a Leo North Node point, just like all the rest of you guys somewhere. Not a Leo North Node necessarily, but there is that point in the chart where I am obliged and under intense pressure by the planets right now to do the very best I can with that part of my life, which means a lot of it's to do with expressing creative self-expression here at Tarot Lumination. So on Tuesday, this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, this is a preliminary of the preliminary. We're going to launch. Okay, so this is a heads up. We're going to launch the Tarot Lumination sponsorship program officially on Tuesday. Okay, it's going to have 3 tiers. We might just keep it to 1 tier, keep it very simple, $3.33 a month. We're offering $4.44 and $5.55, but honestly, I'd rather have what I'm really, really aiming for. I mean, you can do the math and you can see why we want to do this. The ultimate goal is to try to reach 1,000 sponsors, probably over the next couple of years or so. So we have a regular thing going, okay? And all this is going to go into real estate. It's not a cult, okay? We're not starting doing weird stuff like that. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to set up a property somewhere beautiful on this earth where it's a real life brick and mortar place where Tarot Illumination can exist in 3 dimensions as opposed to in this digital reality that we have here. Because I've been doing a lot of homework. So a few friends of mine have these beautiful stores and locations where they have healing events and so on, and astrology and tarot and jewelry and art and writing and everything and events. And Tarot Illumination wants to do something similar, okay? And it requires having a location, a real place. So that is the big purpose of this. These are going to be the tiers of sponsorship, and these are the goals. When you go to the site, when we do the launch, you'll understand more. But we're going to reach 333 sponsors, and then eventually 555, and then hopefully one day 999. And each time we go there, there's new levels, new goals that we're going to aim for. Okay? And here's what happens. So what happens when you become an official member of the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe and you do the sponsorship campaign? Well, guess what? This is what you get. You get a certificate of membership. Okay? This is it. Okay? Yeah, the compound. Also, yeah. Barbed wire and all that stuff. Yeah, sure. And it's all going to be made out of plywood. And we're all going to carry guns. Yeah, right. Okay. Sorry, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry I even said that. That's not even funny. Okay, so this is what you get, people. Okay, so for when we do the love draw, when we do the sponsorship campaign drive on Tuesday, this is what we're going to be promoting. Okay, so this is it. This is the certificate. Everyone will get one of these, and your name will be filled in here in person, signature over here from Tarot Illumination, and we'll be embossed here with the Tarot Illumination seal. Okay, so you can't forge this. This cannot be forged. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is it, people. This is what happens when you become a sponsor. Get one of these, okay? Yeah, it's freaking awesome. It's hard to see it on the camera. It's gorgeous in real life. Okay, so there you go. Another shameless self-promotion thing by Tarot Illumination. Got to get used to this stuff. I really got to get used to promotions and marketing because you're supposed to do that, apparently. Apparently you're supposed to do that stuff. So this is going to be another day. This will be on Tuesday. But right now we're here for the Virgo New Moon, Sunday Night Live, and let's go for the full reading. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, let's do a little group reading for all of us here to get cozy, get comfortable, get some light on where we are right now. Let's dedicate this to the new moon. Let's dedicate this to all of us getting our act together, keeping it together, refining, purifying, cleansing, clearing up our, let's say, less than desirable tendencies, habits, impairments. Anything and everything that can be healed needs to be revealed right now. Glaring light. I'm just going to do that little demonstration again. This is what I'm focusing on here tonight with the, where did it go? Where's my little chart? Sorry, here we go. So from my perspective tonight, and this Virgo new moon is all about this. Here's the Virgo energy over here. Think of this as the sun, and it's pouring all its light over there, facing off the Neptune in Pisces over here, okay? Neptune in Pisces over there. So this is very much to do with healing, but it's healing in very, very practical terms, defining and revealing that which needs to be healed so that we can figure out what to do with it. Because if you don't know what the problem is, you can't heal it. Get it? So once we have, so the whole idea is, it's not that we're just going to start doing cool things right now. The most important thing is to identify what is not working. Focus, figure out what that is. Like a lot of like analytical, you know how Virgo energy can be very like clear, scientific, analytical, precise. We need to take full advantage of that, define what is not working, and then like put words to it. And then we can decide how are we going to heal that? When, where, with whom, what kind of resources, what do we need to do? And then we implement that, and then start the healing itself, and simultaneously start replacing all of these, let's say, self-sabotaging habits of martyrdom, and love ourselves in the most divine way possible, and create new, simple, healthy habits. It could be something simple like going to bed half an hour earlier, you know, like we're going to do tonight, going to bed an hour earlier, things like that. And drinking less caffeine, or taking fewer energy drinks, or cutting back on alcohol, or going to the dentist, or whatever it is you got to do. Practical stuff. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. That's the energy. Here we go. Let's do this. Now, this one's for all of us. You're all welcome to hang out. Of course, you do your checking in with everybody's stuff, but Tarot Illumination is going to focus on the show right now. So I'm not going to be seeing a lot of what's going on the screen. I can't help that. I can only do so much here. All right, so here we go. Please invite your angels. Ask your invisible friends to hang in very, very close. So even if you want to hang out and chat with everybody else, you still got your own like mini support system, soaking up as much of the good energy that you possibly can from what's here tonight. There is strength in numbers. Think of this as the wolf pack. You know how wolf packs work. They are individuals. Each one is an individual. They have hierarchies in society. They each have their own unique characters. But when they have to, they form a wolf pack and do what has to be done, because they're far more powerful, far more effective in the group setting. And they do that to enhance each other, to enhance the tribe, to enhance their particular, I guess it is called a tribe or a pack. So there you go. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Let's have a look. All right, over here. Sorry, give me a second. I need to settle myself. I'm going to ask you to think of this as a sort of a pulsing thing. We're going to use the beating heart spread. We're always changing, growing, evolving, breath by breath, beat by beat. The heart knows what it needs, knows what it wants, and it's praying every day that you, the owner of the heart, is listening and then taking action accordingly. Love thyself. What is the most loving thing you can do for yourself right now? Well, what's the most loving thing we can do for ourselves right now? Let's have a look. Okay, here's the heart core energy at the very center. Just like we said, the heart has to have what it has to do what it has to do. The heart is working very hard all day, every day to pump all the life and nutrients into you and your world and remove all the toxins, okay? That's what it does. We need to honor this and respect this and feed this whatever it needs, just like you're taking care of a little baby, okay? What are you bringing in with you? What are we bringing in with us? What's our legacy? What's our baggage? A lot of us are here tonight. We've been through some very choppy times over the last few months with the eclipses. Very, very tough for a lot of people. There's also other things that we can moan about and complain about, but the thing is we're here tonight and we're having fun. Having fun is a very, very important, effective way of being happy and healthy. Deliberately choose to have fun like we're doing here. Over here is the energy of now. This is the ever-present now where we own our power. Not a lot of times people want to be there because they would rather dwell on the past and woe is me, or project into the future, hoping and praying, anything but dealing with what is right now. Virgo energy is very practical and wants us to be very practical right here, right now. Forget everything else. That's hard to do. It is in the present where we activate our power through the healing power of our decisions, making conscious, deliberate decisions to love ourselves. And what does that energy look like? Over here, how do we activate this in such a way that it actually works? So once we understand what this is, what are the impairments that hold us back? What are the gifts that we have that we can offer and bring forward? How do we do that effectively? How do we do this so that it actually works? So you can actually go, and in so doing, create consequences, the next beat of life, the next beat of your heart, the next moment of your life, okay? Instead of having to live by fate, where everything looks like major arcana of cards everywhere, and we're just being blown around by so-called fate, or let's say victims of the planets or whatever, we own this. So it doesn't even matter what the planets are doing. You can be and have your life, whatever, you know? It's almost like, forget about all this. Just own your energy now and create the consequences, okay? So in so doing, what happens if we slip up, we lose our courage? Let's say we just don't understand this stuff and we're constantly operating like victims. We're constantly operating as a reaction to events, as opposed to taking charge of situations and making conscious decisions and owning everything. So what does that look like when we're failing? Okay, what does that look like when we're succeeding? Over here, and the momentum leading us into the next beat. Are we healing here? Are we strong here? Are we still struggling? Is the heart palpitating? Is the heart thriving? Let's have a look. Over here, we're going to look at circumstantial energy around us right now. In some ways, you could say this is going to be an acronym for this, because this is what's around us. But on the personal level or the group level, this might look like something else, okay? But this is kind of like weather. If you want to, you can think of this as weather. Okay, all the good stuff in the green, all the challenging stuff in the orange. It's all happening simultaneously, all right? So let's have a look. We have the Page of Swords. Well, I think this is very much to do with Mercury in Virgo right now and the shift of the planets. It's very swift energy. It's fast, rapid energy, very useful, bright, cheerful, optimistic. I think this is also very closely related to the ingress of Mars into Aquarius, 0 degrees coming very soon, okay? Let's have a look, hold on. Yeah, coming very soon. You could think of this as the energy of the freedom fighter. Mars in Aquarius is not afraid to speak up. Mars in Aquarius is not afraid of who falls off of false altars, okay? The only thing the Page of Swords has to do here, the energy surrounding us, is pay very close attention to the truth, the actual truth, not what we are told is the truth. What is your truth? What is true for you and your spirit? And anything less than that has to be addressed, okay? The Page of Swords only wants what works, only wants what is true. Anything else, anything that's fake, bogus, compromised, like operating through a cartel, operating through, let's say, you know, how businesses and relationships operate through like bogus, like underhanded deals to keep things going. Like people sell out, people sell their souls, people do things that they don't want to do just to get stuff, just to get along. All those kind of things. That's unacceptable. Mars in Aquarius and the Mercury in Virgo is saying enough is enough. Enough with the BS. We're cutting through to the truth, okay? Okay? What does the heart say? Okay? The heart is scared, okay? The heart, my feeling here is that the heart is very aware of all these shifts that are happening right now. And the heart is saying, please be careful because I'm already doing the best that I can. And I cannot handle a lot of shocks right now. We're doing everything very much at the gut instinctual level here. It's almost like we are, you know, in terms of like, let's just say, there they are. There's the little wolf pack right there. Okay. Okay. So there they are. They're doing what they have to do, like going through these, you know, wolf pack shamanic rituals. It's almost like love tribers are having to, like at the heart of us, we're saying, look, we need to stick together to do this stuff because a lot of things that happen in the world are scary. It's very, very scary to heal ourselves. It's very scary to take a bright, stark look at our own flaws and weaknesses that we know that own us, but we don't like to admit it because it's shameful. Okay, so the heart is saying, please be careful. Like with this energy here, don't be too brash, too fast, or too ruthless, because this is highly, highly combustible energy. Because this is going to be going in direct combat with Venus in Scorpio and with Uranus and Taurus, okay? So we need to be, the heart is saying, great. I'm glad everybody senses the chance now for us to upgrade and improve our acts. But please be careful because I can only handle so much at the heart. It's going to be, we have a lot to do here, people. There's a lot to do, practical work, and we're going into the unknown. So it feels to me like the heart is saying, be prepared to reach out, ask for help if you need it, okay? What are you bringing in with you? Look at that. Oh, this is beautiful. To me, this is the Four of Wands. This is a direct reference to the Tarot Lumination Love Tribe. Like it's like an affirmation that we're on the right place at the right time, doing the right thing for the right reasons with the right people. And this needs to be acknowledged. This needs to be celebrated, enjoyed optimistically, openly, unabashedly, literally like we're doing right now. Like this is the best thing all of us could be doing right now is being right here like this, okay? I'm really happy to see this. To me, it's like a bond of love. I'm doing everything I can to put as much love energy through this, act for myself, acting as a portal, like as an instrument, and seeing this coming back. To see this coming back is very, very joyful for myself, Tarot Lumination, as your host tonight. I'm very happy to see this. What about now? Okay, again, more affirmations that some of us here have actually figured this out, that this is a good thing to do. It really does help to support ourselves and support each other. Even though we don't know each other in person, there's still an energy that's exchanged between you guys out there. We're using this platform that we have, this Tarot Lumination Love Tribe thing. It was Abby who originally noticed it and who originally sensed it. And I have a deep debt to Abby for all of this because it's very real. I see this very much to do with Tarot Lumination Love Tribe energy, where you, like after the show, you kind of get a lift and a feeling like, wow, that's kind of cool. I'm glad I did that. I feel like I belong because I feel like I belong with you guys. And you become an inspiration to others. You get to be your shiniest, brightest selves. in the spirit of now, right here, and right now, the issue is like, it's not a question of if, it's like, to me, this is an affirmation that you guys are already doing the best you can to be your shiniest, brightest selves, being an inspiration to others. Like, I know how you guys support each other, and like it's going to be okay. If someone has a problem, it's like you gather round and you clamp on, you do, you know, a group hug thing, and you assure the other person who's probably having some kind of breakdown that it is going to be okay, because it is. You're deliberately choosing to expose yourself to group healing energy that is above and beyond what you can do on your own. So you become an inspiration to others, and others become an inspiration to you. And that can only happen in an environment like this. So let's have a look. This is where we own our power. It's almost like light that breeds light that breeds light. Okay, it's like being a light workers, but on in a way that amplifies. Over here, let's have a look. So this is the energy of healing, with the Four of Swords here, knowing it's like when we make this decision, when we make these decisions to love ourselves as best we can, it means acknowledging that we need to deliberately remove ourselves from conflict. Deliberately. Okay? It's so easy to get drawn into conflict. Like, you could be reading the news, watching the news, ranting about the politics and terrorism and, you know, the First and the Fifth and the Second Amendment and the injustices in the workplace, the injustices in your paychecks and school programs, and the injustices of mortgages and credit cards and college debt and car payments, all of these things. And we could rant and ever, but the thing is, you know, we all know that already. So focus on what's good. It's very important. The first step to love thyself is remove yourself deliberately from combat and the fighting and the war. Get out of the war zone where you are every day. Get out of the war zone. Get into a place of safety and comfort, and deliberately activate the healing modality in the self. Okay? So how do you do that? It's hard to do that because a lot of us, especially in the United States, are programmed to get up early, go out there, do your stuff, and then come back home exhausted and do a ton more stuff again. Okay? And a lot of times we end up, you know, it's crippling for some of us. And sometimes it all falls apart. Families bust up. People lose jobs. They burn out, whatever it is. We can't do that here. So how do you operate successfully, joyfully, in your full radiance, and get your stuff done, and retreat and pull yourself into a place of safety? Okay, here with the Tower, this is a very powerful healing card. Okay, my feeling is the way you do that is you deliberately, even though it's very scary at the heart level, because you have to understand over here, at the heart level, let's just say right now, these energies represent all of the conflicts in which we are sucked into in our day-to-day lives, and it's stressing us out in every way, shape, or form. Admit and define what they are, know what they are, and then retreat, okay? Allow yourself to retreat, to live and fight another day. And you do that, like if you have a lot of problems or situations that you feel where the world would fall apart if you withdrew, like your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your job or your college program, your career, everything would fall apart if you withdrew from the battlefronts of life. Okay, it's very scary, but that's how a lot of us feel. We get so sucked into these active lives, and then the idea of like withdrawing is scary because it means it feels like we're surrendering and that we're going to lose everything. So my feeling here with the Tower card is to deliberately allow everything to fall apart. Anything and everything that is not yours will move away. This is part of the new moon energy, and everything that is yours will come to you. That's part of the new moon energy. Let whatever is flawed and broken fall apart and collapse around you, and step out of the way. Allow for the rubble and the dust to come crashing down in false altars and falsehoods of life, false, fake beliefs, understandings, structures. Allow all that to fall apart. Step out of the way and wait till the dust settles, okay? Very important steps to healing. All right, so in so doing, we create, okay, a newness, a fresh new start to what we think of as love thyself. Because my feeling here is what we're doing is we're taking the whole concepts of love thyself to another level. Of course, it never stops, as you know that, but right now I think we're at a threshold moment here with the Virgo New Moon where we can deliberately invoke higher standards, a Virgo energy, refining, purifying, clarifying, perfecting, getting things to work as effectively as possible. Doing that here and realizing that, my gosh, it's like starting all over again. Brand new Virgo New Moon. We have so much to learn. We have so much good intention. We have so much more to learn about love thyself, okay? This is just one beat of the heart. This is just one beat, like chapter for the next week. Let's say this all hangs out in our energy for the next week. So I feel this is good because it's fresh, it's new, it's vibrant, and it's all about the love. Creating the love by blowing up anything and everything that's not loving. Deliberately withdrawing from combat, allowing all the crap to fall apart that deserves to fall apart. No apologies, just stepping out of the way. Being prepared to call out the truth on yourself. Be prepared to invite others to call out the truth on you, okay? In other words, get that reflection that you need. Reach out to someone here at the Love Tribe if you want to and ask them, please, can you tell me what is it that I need to know that I cannot see for myself that you can see so obviously from me through reflection? Take full advantage of this energy, okay? All right? So what happens if we mess up? What happens if you are determined to stay in the battlefronts of life all day, every day? Okay? You stupefy yourself. You paralyze yourself. You put yourself over here in the position of the hanged man where you're deliberately sabotaging and martyring yourself for no good cause, no good reason. You can tell yourself you're a saint or you're a martyr all you want, but a lot of times nobody cares. They just think, duh, that's stupid. So what happens if you do this? If you do deliberately withdraw from the battlefront of life, you allow all the stuff that's not yours to fall apart and blow away, no matter how scary it is, and you learn to love thyself on a newer level and accept your innocence and understanding, you can get radically improved senses of perception. My feeling is that you can get to the next level of extrasensory perception with the hanged man. So you become like your antennas, let's put it this way, your antennas become more and more and more acutely refined and tuned. You can better understand the energy coming into you, and you can become more skilled at the energy that you radiate out from you, basically refining yourself, purifying yourself, a lot of it to do with cleaning up your crap, okay? So that's what happens when you do this. You refine yourself as an instrument and increase your abilities with extrasensory perceptions and cognitive, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, okay? Over here, what happens next? See, love breeds love, okay? Love breeds love. Yay. Love breeds love. So what happens when you love yourself at these super high frequencies, the way that we're talking about here, and we accept and understand our innocence and that we're always learning and growing, and that we do have the chance to expand our wisdom and understanding and become more conscious, more and more and more like electrified conscious. I think this is very much to do with the Mars and Aquarius energy, like becoming spontaneously aware. What happens is you realize that you're breeding love. It's like a love reactor, like a nuclear reactor for love, where you generate the love from within yourself, which automatically comes back to you through the laws of attraction, through and from another. And so this amplifies itself. This to here, this to here. Love breeds love. And it's very, very pure. You could say it's platonic. Yes, it's very fragile because at any moment you could give up on this because it's quite demanding. This is a very demanding reading. This reading is putting a lot of pressure on all of us to clean up our crap, refine ourselves, purify ourselves, heal ourselves deliberately, including deliberately putting yourself into healing practices, healing events, healing modalities away from the battlefronts of life, and allowing everything to fall apart while you do some healing. The battle's always going to be there, okay? It's always going to be there. So if you don't deliberately choose to withdraw from the battlefront on a deliberate choice to heal, then all that's going to happen is that this is what will happen to you. You'll just end up in your own tower moment yourself. So please understand, this is a very demanding reading. It's demanding from all of us that we refine and purify. We understand our innocence. We go forward no matter how scary it is. And we discover along the way that love breeds love. We are loving, we are loved. 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 Be loving, be loved. Be loving, be loved. Be loving, be loved. Be loving, be loved. Okay, I'm just going to set this here for a moment. I'm going to play a little bit of music. And I'm going to set up now. I'm going to take a little break. So hang in for a minute, people. Love is the word. Here we go. So everybody pick a partner, shake it all off, and start dancing around. Let's do a little circle around the campfire for tonight. Okay, just sort of get the groove going. Circle around the campfire, shake it all off. It's been very, very serious. Now let's have some fun. I become alive before the sun does rise. When the sun does rise, I reach out for the skies. Opening my hands to welcome the day. Gathering the sun's rays, home on my way. Healing vibrations rattle through my soul. Shaking up the poison. Bye, Radio Soul. Good night. Good night, Radio Soul. The sounds of the universe, I all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Moving through the day, pray no accidents arise. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness for any damages I've done. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the words. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Now the day is done, the moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the love as I reach up for the skies. I command no fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, Shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Okay, everybody dance, please. Everybody dancing. Very soon. Love is the word. Yeah, love is the word. Love is the word. Love is the word. Okay. All right. Catherine. Oh, hey. Let's see if I can't remember who put it on. I'm not very good at doing all this, being very organized. Hold on. I just saw somebody come in. Who is that? We'll do one for Catherine, okay? These are just mini readings, okay? These are just for fun, okay? I'm not going to solve your life problems. We're not going to, you know, send a rocket to the moon or anything here. Let's have a look. Okay. So I know a lot of you are heading to bed now. You see, it's earlier. I think it's a much healthier, more realistic stuff. People who want to show up early, they can show up early and get a group reading and hang out and say hello to everybody. And then you can check out early and have a decent night's sleep and have Monday, you know, start the week fresh, you know? Primary, you heading to bed too? Hold on, did I just see that? Who else is going? Oh, I missed Mary C. I keep. Okay, hold on. Anyway, I forgot. Okay, I'm losing track, people. As you can tell, I'm already losing it. Oh, okay. Some of you are still here. That's good. All right. So we got a couple readings lined up, and I think I put somebody else's name in earlier, didn't I? In my notes, I can't remember. I was with them. Kim Verser. Kim Verser. Kim Verser, are you still here? Could you type it in? Kim Verser, are you still here? Or did you go already? Kim Verser. I'm just curious. I know there's a bunch of new people. I didn't see their names before. You know, we don't do it all the time, but now and again, it's fun to do a, you know, a little bit of a hazing. I guess she went, I guess. Where is it? I marked hers. All right, yeah. All Sun has his own private spaceship, by the way. Yeah, you can sign up for rides. He takes people around. You know, we come to the club here tonight, Terra Illumination Love Tribe, and one of the things that All Sun does, he takes people up in his own private rocket. He's very, very closely related to Elon Musk, you know, the guy who does Tesla and has the SpaceX program. All Sun is actually his twin brother, but All Sun is under a confidentiality agreement not to make that public. I'm sorry I spoiled everything, but otherwise Elon would lose his, you know, pizzazz. If everybody knew that there was another Elon Musk, it would ruin everything. Okay. Laris Acevedo. Laris Acevedo, newbie, brand new. You're going to get hazed. Ha 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 ha. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, ho, ho. Wait a minute. I was looking for somebody to haze. Wah, wah. Laris Acevedo. I'll start you over here. Okay. Yeah. Laris Acevedo, you jumped in the deep end tonight. Oh, you want to be hazed as well? C14H, you sound like a chemical. Like from a chemical plant. Okay. So, without further ado, I think this will be, I mean, you know, we don't really have any laws or rules here. Terra Illumination kind of makes it all up as we go along. There's things like favoritism, nepotism, cherry picking, randomness. It all happens here. But right now, we've got a reading for Gabby Girl coming up. We've got a reading for Catherine Lopez coming up. And guess what? We're going to break all the molds. We're going to do a hazing for Laris Acevedo and C14H. Okay? Just for the heck of it. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys come here regularly, and I'm sure you've never had a reading. And it's kind of unfair, but I would like to just drop them right in it. Okay? Alrighty. All right. Okay, let's have a look. And C14H. Okay, this is definitely your James Bond spy code number. Maybe you work for Marvel Comics. We already have two superheroes tonight. We've got Jack Dawson and Elektra Ray. I don't know if you've seen them on Netflix, but they both are here tonight, and both of them have brought their superhero outfits. And I have a feeling C14H, you're probably their handy little robot that does everything that they can't do on command. And of course, you still have a personality. Okay? Yeah. So you two, I'm just going to call you C14. And that's what they use to make bombs. You know, I think that's what it is. Yep. So you just got lucky. You just got very, very lucky. So that's what it's going to be tonight, folks. Let's have a look. You missed everything, by the way. You guys missed everything. So if you need to recatch the earlier part of the show, you can watch this because this is a live event, but it's going to get posted back on the channel. So Laris Acevedo, you might not have a clue what's going to happen next, but you figured it out that this is a tarot channel, okay? So we're going to keep it very basic. You're going to get a little reading. You're going to get hazed. You're going to be the first one. Because I'm not going to let you see what it's like to get a reading by reading anybody in front of you. With the robot, it doesn't matter. Robots can handle anything. It doesn't matter how tough the reading is or how silly it is or how bizarre it is. C14 can handle it, okay? But you are probably a very, very sensitive being if you're from Florida, and because of all the storms and everything right now, you're probably a little bit shaken up. So for tonight, we're going to start with Laris Acevedo. And here we go. All right, here we go, people. This is it. Let's get rolling. This is what we do here at Lumination Sunday Night Live. We just hang out and have silly fun, doing wacko, esoteric energy healing, alternative energy healing through the internet, just like this. If you want to, you can think of this whole show as a healing channel, okay? Yes. Yeah. Joanna Carey. Wait a minute. Did I get your name? Joanna Carey. I think I got you. Yes, I got you. I was just checking. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, Laris Acevedo. Here we are. Laris Acevedo. Laris Acevedo, if you're feeling weirded out by all of this, don't. We've all felt weirded out by this at one point or another. So what I would like to do is invite you to get very, very close, pay very, very close attention, invite your invisible friends, get your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones, your lost pets, everything from the great beyond, and bring them with you into the moment right now. And just enjoy it. It's just going to be a little simple reading. If it sounds like complete nonsense to you, it means that you were probably here to act as an instrument for someone else to get their reading through you. Okay, so please allow for that. All right. Yes, Mary C., we are all weird, but weird is normal here. Illumination Love Tribe, weird is normal. Okay, so there we go. Yes. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Cards are shuffled. Bless these cards. Bless this deck. These cards have done thousands of readings, and they still keep going strong. Okay, here it is. It's just a little mini reading, okay? Bless the channel. Bless the Illumination Love Tribers. Bless Abby for christening Illumination Love Tribe. Bless Awesome. Bless all of you here for hanging out tonight and making this thing possible. Without you guys, this is not possible, okay? And welcome, Laris Acevedo, okay? Here you go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And let's have a look at the weather. This is going to be circumstantial energy that's around you. You can think of it as the planets. You can blame everything on the planets right now if you want to, or you can act in complete denial. Either way, this energy is here, okay? So we might as well understand that and make the best of it. Let's have a look. The Empress, okay. My feeling here, Laris Acevedo, is that it's really important to understand your own gorgeousness. If you are in deep doubt or in question about who you are as a person, like, do I have a right to be here? If you're questioning your value, your worth, your self-worth, your own beauty, are you truly appreciated and loved as a beautiful person by others? Are you fully operating as a very loving person who appreciates all the wonders and beauty and the gorgeousness of the others around you, your loved ones? Are you aware of that? My feeling here is the Empress is here to remind you that you are surrounded by opulence in some way, shape, or form. Even if you are not a trust fund baby, even if you don't have tons of money, even if you're up to your neck in credit card debt or something like that, you are still rich some way, some form in your life somewhere. You have some kind of gift somewhere of abundance, of talent, of beauty, resources, natural stuff that is yours that no one else can do. Only you can be you. And this is a reminder, okay? So don't be shy. So what's the situation? Perhaps new chances, new starts, new beginnings when it comes to money. Maybe you're a little bit concerned about money right now, what to do with it, or whether you've got enough, or whether you're going to have chances to make, let's say, better use of your gifts and talents in terms of manifesting a new future for you. I think the Ace of Pentacles is referring very closely to the Virgo new moon here, new beginnings. This is a chance for new starts, new beginnings. This is an ace, okay? Laris, this is an ace. This would not be here unless you'd earned it or worked for it, and it just flies into your life, into your world from outer space. The question is, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle being in a field of opportunity? Do you have the guts, the nerves, the consciousness, the awareness to even sense the opportunity around you for new starts and new beginnings about how you're going to remanifest your life, starting from scratch, okay? Looking for new ways to optimize your gifts, your talents, and resources. It's still you, but we're talking about becoming the better, shinier, newer version of you by cleaning up all the crap that does no longer belong to you, okay? Taking full advantage of the Virgo new moon right now. So what's the challenge? Okay, well, it looks like you're up to your neck in combat, okay? We were talking about this earlier. It's very important in life to deliberately retreat from combat, retreat from the things that like consume us, okay? So that you're no longer a martyr. With the Five of Wands here, my feeling is that it's almost being scared. It's almost like being scared of being called out, of being exposed like this. For example, here tonight, falling into the Lumination Sunday Night Live show completely out of the blue, and you get cherry-picked to get hazed for the first reading of the night. So it's a little bit shocking. It's also very fortunate, very lucky. Somewhere, anyway, the point is that it's almost like, to me, this looks like the energy of self-doubt, like wondering whether you really deserve this, whether you really have the guts or the capabilities to fight the challenges that you have to fight. And this is not noxious or toxic or poison energy. This is like the question of your own courage, your own faith in yourself, your own ability to believe in yourself, okay? So in this little reading, we might be exposing you to parts of yourself that you would not have, like maybe your friends and family would not have been talking about these kind of things to you directly. So you ended up coming to Tarot Illumination to hear this stuff, because it's a little bit rude. It's basically saying like, dear Laris, you are awesome. You got these chances, these opportunities. Why are you in so much doubt? Who's putting you down? Who are you scared of? Why are you scared? What is there to be scared of? What is it that needs to be like addressed and faced and challenged in your life? Okay, so it feels to me like Tarot Illumination is putting a lot of pressure on you right now without being harmful or rude or offensive. But I think this is really important to understand that you might not have been aware of your own awesomeness and the opportunities around you to capitalize on this, to make the best of yourself out of all of this. And instead, living life as a victim, living life as a martyr. That's not helpful to anybody. The most important thing you can do is be the best, happiest, most abundant, successful person you can be, because that's what's best for everybody. Okay, how do you do this? Okay, be happy. Be happy. I'm not going to do the obvious thing and quote that song, "Don't worry, be happy." Yes, we need to worry. You need to worry a lot about what is impeding your happiness. What inside of you, in your decision-making, is sabotaging you. What do you do to sabotage yourself? In what ways are you being a martyr without even knowing it, and in so doing, wasting all this amazing opportunity here and talent and all these gifts, not realizing your own awesomeness, okay? Because all of that's happening on the unconscious level. My feeling here, this reading is very much a moment of wake up, Laris. It's time to be happy, and on the understanding that happiness is a choice, okay? Be happy by choice. Like, it might feel very, very weird for you to claim your right to be happy, okay? It takes a huge amount of courage to do that. This is very much to do with the Leo North Node energy, okay? It's very, very much to do with all of this pressure here from the big T square. It's forcing you, it's saying, wake up, wake up, wake up. It is your time to be happy. You have the right, the duty, and the obligation to be happy. Happiness is a decision. Happiness is a choice, okay? So you have to live as if. It's almost like Tarot Illumination and the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe are daring you to put a smile on your face when we leave the show tonight and say, okay, I'm going to be happy. It's like putting on a fake smile if you have to, and starting getting used to that weird feeling of what it's like to wear a smile. In case you're one of those people who's very serious all the time, puzzling things, challenging life, it's time to wear a smile and almost like fake it. If you have to, fake it till you make it. And then it's like reprogramming, reformatting yourself into being happy by decision. Happiness is a choice. All right. Thank you, Laris. Oh, I'm just seeing the notes on the screen. You're always on the positive side of the coin. Okay. All I'm suggesting with the reading that I felt it here is to take it to the next level. Okay. Take it to the next level. Laura Ellen Smith, it sounds like you should be doing the voiceover for laundry commercials. There we go. So, Laris, this is what it's like here at Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. We do this every Sunday night. Woohoo. Love Triber, that's a genius idea. That's a freaking good song. Happy. I can't play it on the channel. They'll shut it down. They'll take whatever advertising revenue that Tarot Illumination can generate, they will take that away if I played that song, so I can't do it. Namaste. Yeah, I've heard that. Okay, let's see. I think next up is C14. Are you still here, C14? Please check in on the screen, type it in the screen, let us know you're all here. C14. There's about a 20-second delay, so I'm waiting. But any minute now, I hope to see C14 here. C14, are you here? Are you here? If not, I'm going to give your reading away. Okay, I see you. Okay, it's like about a 30-second delay. That's long. C14, you're up. Oh, Cheryl, okay. Well, I'm kind of used to calling it C14 for now, so that's what I'm going to stick to. Okay, C14. All right, let's have a look. I need more water. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Cards are shuffled, well shuffled, as you can see. We're going to cut it up. Same for you, C14. Invite your angels to join you. Hug in very, very tight. Understand that you are guided and protected, no matter what you might think, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, let's bless these little cards, okay? Bless you, Cheryl. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Sorry, to anyone who's expecting a reading and I haven't done it yet. It's because I've either forgotten and I don't have a secretary to organize all these things. Tarot Illumination is just winging it here. If you think of it as like those pop-up food trucks, I can barely keep up with it, you know? So we're doing the best we can. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more because I needed to clear myself a little before the reading. I hope you don't mind. All right, Cheryl, you're up. So this is essentially, you're going to get hazed here, okay? Although you do know what's happening now because you've just witnessed a personal reading. Okay. I'm going to do this again. Bless these cards, bless this deck, bless you, Cheryl. Bless Tarot Illumination, bless the channel, bless the computers and the cables and the internet and all of it. Bless all of you wonderful, beautiful people. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how you're going to handle it. And over here is the weather. Let's have a look. Weather would be 10 of Pentacles. Well, this is a very beautiful card in its own right. I think this is very much, again, to do with the energy of wealth and abundance that is around you. So, Cheryl, are you aware of the wealth and abundance around you? Are you aware of like the family dynamics in which you are living? What is it in your, let's say, home and family environment that is good and solid and structured and that has value? Identify that. And also, please identify anything and everything that's not working, okay? So that it does not corrupt all this good energy here. Because all of this energy here is out there. I think this represents all the goodness and the healing that can come out of this Virgo new moon over here, okay? And it's important to take full advantage of it. This Virgo new moon is very valuable to you, Cheryl. Very valuable to you for your own personal healing journey over the next 2 weeks. And this will make a lot more sense in about 2 weeks from now than it does today. This new moon is very heavily supported by Pluto and Jupiter and Venus right now, and the sun. So it's very good for healing, cleaning up the act, understanding. It's almost like, you know, to me, it feels like, you know, archaeology energy. It's really important to understand in your own way how wealthy you're surrounded by wealth. It just might be covered up by dust and lint and old furniture and leftovers and just stuffed under the carpet. But the abundance is there, okay? It just needs to be the clutter and cleaning up our doo-doo is really what really counts here, because you are surrounded by wealth and abundance, okay? Let's have a look. What's the situation? Getting your act together. So the thing is, like, maybe if you're feeling lost, Cheryl, and you just stumbled into Tarot Illumination because you just needed to hear something, then please don't be offended. I do whatever I can to help. It feels to me it's all about getting your act together, getting your life together. And again, I feel this is very much to do with the Pisces-Virgo axis that's going on right now. This isn't just a Virgo new moon. It's a Virgo new moon in a very powerful opposition to Neptune in Pisces, which is all about the energy of self-sabotage and martyrdom and anything and everything that we do to hurt ourselves without even know we're hurting ourselves. We might actually think we're helping ourselves by self-medicating. A friend of mine told me about this $40 million rapper guy called Mac Miller. Apparently, I don't know him, but he was only 26 years old, and he probably had a stupendous life. And he thought he was doing himself a real favor by self-medicating, but he took too much and he died, okay? So what's the point? Okay, he's gone. That's the end of his life. So you think you're doing the right thing, but you're actually harming yourself. Very important to understand this right now, C14. Understand anything and everything. It's time to become vividly aware. Get your act together. Get your life together. This is the situation. Getting your act together so that you really understand what are your drivers. What is it that is driving you? Are you driven by subconscious patterns that you can't explain? Or are you living very, very consciously, getting your act together, owning it? so that you're making all the decisions. And are you in charge? Are you holding the steering wheel of your life? Okay, no matter how difficult it is, if you feel like you're on black ice, you're driving in floods or rain or mud, or it's slippery, or you don't know how to drive, you don't know how to be the captain of your own ship. The thing is, it doesn't matter. This is the situation. Feels to me that it's very important to like do this upgrade, become seriously aware of what is not working in your life, and get to grips with that, and become seriously aware of what is working in your life, and get to grips with that, and focus on what works and heal what doesn't work. So what's the challenge with all of that? Okay, well, it might be to do with, let's say, understanding what love is, what it really is, as opposed to what you thought it is. Whatever you were taught that constitutes love. Oh, it's this. I saw this romantic movie. Oh, I read these self-help love books. Oh, I've learned this through messed up relationships. I was trained this way by my parents or my church or something. And the fear here is, the challenge here is that you might be very innocent in that department without knowing it. In other words, the challenge might be that you have a lot to learn that needs to be learned in terms of self-love, okay? And how to do that effectively. Because that's what's best for you, that's what's best for the planet, that's what's best for your surroundings, for your family and your people, and for your people and you, okay? But you can't apologize about this. You can't apologize for wanting to get your life together and own it, and take charge and fix all those stuff that's not working, and play to your strengths of what is working. And if the challenge here is that you don't actually know what to do or how to do that, then that's a problem. That's a problem, because you might not be aware. If you're not aware that the problems exist, then you're very vulnerable to just staying where you are, where this isn't operating at all, where you don't have full control of your life. So how do we deal with this? How do we bring this into clarity and light, and open up the innocence of your heart here, and allow yourself to explore and learn more that needs to be learned? Well, we go back to the Virgo New Moon message again. First of all, let's make a quick list. We don't want to dwell on the problems or live in the problems, but we need to identify them. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, to me, this is a question. It's a very, very simple message. Dear Cheryl, make a list of anything and everything that is not working for you in your life, and take ownership for that. Don't blame it on anyone or anything else. Whatever it is, kids are out of control, credit card debt, physical injuries, health injuries, inherited diseases or something, whatever it is that are impairments, make a list of everything. Like you don't have the right qualifications to do whatever it is. Just make a list of things and understand that you own all of it. You own all of it. And it's time to, let's do the archaeology stuff, cleaning up all the crap, all the dust, revealing all the talents and the gifts that you do have. Because it looks to me that a lot of talents and gifts are buried and hidden and lost, covered up in ways that, it's like they might as well not be there. So it's like wasted energy, wasted talent, wasted gifts. So the first step, how to deal with this, to expose yourself to the love that you need, is to uncover any bad habits, tendencies, issues, circumstances, anything in your life that's not working. Identify it, and then focus energy on how to clean this up. How are we going to clean this up? How are we going to clean this up? Okay? Take full advantage of the Virgo energy here. Cleaning, refining, purifying, perfecting. Okay? Thank you very much, Cheryl. I hope that helped. I hope it didn't hurt your feelings. I just got to shuffle the deck for a little while, people. Okay, let's do a little dance. Give Terra Lumination a break here, okay? hanging with me, please. Wait. Let's have a look. Try this. Everybody dance. Everybody dance. Everybody dance. Everybody dance. Everybody hold hands. Everybody hold hands. Everybody hold hands and dance, 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 dance. Leanne Doherty, hold on. Megan, okay. My immune system's fighting well. Okay, let's dance, people. Let's just dance, all right? Doo-ba-doo-doo, 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 da-da-ba-da-da, da-ba-da-ba-da-da, da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Argentina, whoa. My T cells are body well. 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 Oh, doobity-doo, 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 doobity-doo. My T cells are fighting well. Your 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 T cells are fighting well. Okay, that was enough dancing. Okay, I have to get that out of my system, people. Star illumination needs healing too, you know? Okay, hold on. Thank you, Queen of Water. All right, where were we? Gabby girl, you're up. Gabby girl, you're up. Wait, I just saw, is that new? Maritza Morales. Hold on. Good evening. I believe you're new too. Yeah. Okay, good night, Path Traveler. I just saw your note there. Thank you for everything. We'll catch up again soon. Freaking love you, Path Traveler. Freaking awesome. You've helped Tarot Illumination so much. And feels like we've hardly started. Thank you so much. So many crazy things I've been wanting to do on Tarot Illumination. I mean, seriously, now that we're here, let me just grab this moment. Okay, good night, Path Traveler. Bye-bye. I think we talked about this earlier. Anyway, these are some of my notes from earlier. I don't know if I want to go into repeating all this stuff again. It's like you can watch this from, if you want to do the rewind action replay tomorrow or sometime, but there's a lot of shifts happening right now. In case these are for the late arrivals tonight. I don't want to even bother with this stuff. Maybe I should mention this. Healing event live. Patreon. Okay, we'll get to this stuff anyway. Let's just keep going with the show. It's all for you guys. I'll just do some shameless self-promotion at the end of the show, okay? Gabby girl, you're up. Oh, okay, I will. I'll show. That's right. Thank you. You're right. Thank you, Path Traveler. Yeah. So a couple of things. Path Traveler just mentioned something just before she's leaving. Things that are happening with the Virgo New Moon with Terra Lumination. There's going to be a long-term plan to improve everything for everybody. So you get better services, better show, better healing, better readings, and so on. And it's all starting with the Virgo New Moon. And we talked about that. We did all the conversation about that earlier. But here's some of the important things. We're going to be doing healing events, first Fridays, okay? These are going to be live events, okay? Terra Lumination will be there in person. It's a ticketed event, and you'll have to see the links for it. It'll go onto the new videos coming up. It goes through the Eventbrite ticketing system. It's $5 a ticket. Terra Lumination will be there live for you guys, and we'll be doing it privately, okay? Privately so we'll all be there. You can be there on camera if you want, or you can mute the camera or mute the microphones, but we'll all be there live, okay? So that's first Friday, and it's October the 5th, okay? So we've got a whole month to prepare for this and sell the tickets, all right? The next thing, please keep an eye out. We're starting to develop Terra Lumination merchandise, fun goodies for anybody, frankly. So the thing is that here's some statistical realities about the show. 89% female audience, okay? I'm a guy. Do I care? I think I really kind of like it. I like girls. I like women. And it seems to work, so we're going to keep doing it. But one thing I would love to do, I'm just letting you know, people, I'd love to do a Terra Lumination Love Tribe fashion show, okay? For anybody who ever buys some Zazzle merch, if they could do one of those little videos on their smartphone or something, or a picture, and send it to Terra Lumination, we'll put it on the Terra Lumination fashion show, okay? You know, to show off your merch, show off your swag. And here's the other thing. This is what Path Traveler was telling me to show you guys. On Tuesday, September the 11th, we're going to be doing the launch. This is the Patreon sponsorship launch. It's kind of like the new big Google thing coming up for YouTube. And if if Terra Lumination was lucky enough to have 100,000 subscribers, we could do the membership program. But it's much more expensive through YouTube. And we don't have to wait till we have 100,000 subscribers. We can start right now with the Patreon program. So you're going to see that on Tuesday. Okay, it's going to come out on Tuesday. So what happens? You become an official member of the Terra Lumination Love Tribe. And what happens when you do that? You get your certificate. So I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, I'm just doing this is just a quick little promotion thing. This is the Terra Lumination sponsorship program. It's going to be the launch on Tuesday, okay? It's for people to join Terra Lumination Love Tribe officially, show the love for real, okay? And it's going to start with basic tiers, $3 and something a month, $4 a month, $5 a month, something like that. Very, very cheap, like the price of a cup of coffee, once per month, okay? That's it, super cheap. Not every time you come to the show, anyway, you do the math. It's super cheap. And the thing is, Terra Lumination is aiming for a lot of sponsors at 333. That would be the Terra Lumination dream come true. And so we'll talk about this other time on the show, but that's about it for now. And I want to show you the certificate. Hold on. Well, you can see it there already. And this is it. Stay there. Don't go away. This is all been a long time planning. Now, there is another certificate being planned as well. It's an upgraded certificate, but there's been a delay. So in the meantime, we have the official original Tarot Lumination Certificate of Membership. Okay, you can see it. This is the Great Seal. This is the Great Seal, Tarot Lumination Love Tribe. Okay, and when you go to the Zazzle merch store, you can see this in full color. Over here is the Tarot Lumination Coat of Arms. It's all about the love and the healing that comes through our hands. Our hands are holy. And over here with your certificate, you're going to have your name written in here, and Tarot Lumination signs it here, and then we emboss it here with the Tarot Lumination Great Seal, okay? And then you get that in the mail when you join. So, yes. Yeah, exactly, Love Triber, exactly. So this is kind of a big deal. And it's starting, it's going to start on Tuesday as the official launch. We're going to capture the energy of the Virgo New Moon, okay? So let's move on, people. You know what? It's time for an official break for Tarot Lumination. We've passed the point of no return now. Tarot Lumination is now going to have a sip of fermented grape juice. Okay. You know, children watch this channel, so I'm not allowed to really go too far. But cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming to the show tonight. What I'm hoping, I don't know if you've got the hint lately, is that Tarot Lumination, once we get into this a bit more over the next few months or so, you'll start to realize that Tarot Lumination is actually an extremely ambitious, although very tiny channel. And the ambition is for good, to grow the healing power of love, to basically create satellites of the healing power of love, so that the energy disseminates like a vine. One vine seeds another vine, seeds another vine, seeds another vine, and it grows like a weed. But it's a good weed. It's a beautiful vine, okay? And it takes a long time to do these things. It takes a lot of dedication and work, and that's kind of what we're doing here. And the goal is that even more than doing a Tarot Lumination Love Tribe fashion show, the long-term goal is that Tarot Lumination wants to have a place, okay? Right now, Tarot Lumination is camped in an extremely expensive tiny apartment in an ultra shishi ghetto kind of slum area, which is becoming gentrified. So it's a very bizarre situation here. And the thing is, what we want to do is get out of here, get into some country, get into some land, and a place where people can come and play and hang out for real, in person, actually in person, you know, so we can still have a digital channel, but we can actually have a place where people can come and hang out. And we're going to have the Tarot Lumination shop there with crystals and jewelry and merchandise, and we'll have energy healing session services available, and tarot, of course, and astrology, of course, and all of that stuff, just like a real shop, okay? So I'm just spilling the beans. I'm telling you all of that, and you're going to see it when we do the promotion on Tuesday. Gabby, girl, you're up. Thank you, Maritza. Yes. You know, the reason I'm doing this is because I have experience in these things. I used to be a camp counselor at children's camps. I love those kind of camp settings. I also I've spent time in all sorts of different yoga environments and training and alternative energy healing environments where I learned a lot. And I got a lot of sponsorship through there. And got a lot of tremendous healing through there. And I learned about the retreats and things. And what I'm trying to do, this is going to, okay, I'm going to spill the beans a little bit. Let me just go back to this. Let me go back to this again. bear with me, people. Just give me another moment here. I've never actually said this live to anybody, but you got to reveal it, okay? Right now, I never thought about this, but when we do the sponsorship campaign, it's super, super cheap, okay? It's like silly, silly cheap, okay? Right there, $333 a month, all right? Now you just multiply that up. Multiply that up. Let's just say, I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe a few years to reach like 300 sponsors or 500 or 999. But that becomes very serious money. You can do the math. It's very serious money. And Tarot Illumination is very, very resourceful with finances, getting a lot out of very little. And we're doing a lot of homework here. How can we get a location, a place where we can actually do this stuff for real? So that the whole idea is that when people become part of the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe, it's already like they're paying it forward anyway, okay? So if somebody wants to come on a retreat, they don't have to pay like $3,000 of yoga retreat money. You can just basically get the ticket or your plane or drive or whatever it is to get there, but the actual cost of the retreat would be much, much lower. It would be basically like, I don't know if we could do it virtually for free, because there would be obviously like living expenses when people are there, but it wouldn't be like the way they do it on the yoga training programs where it's thousands of dollars. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is like more of an approach where, like, when you have a lot of people, a lot of people sponsoring the channel, then like if you need a break, let's just say you in particular, let's say it's Gabby or C14 or Jack, whoever it is, whoever's here tonight, or Maritza, or who else is here? Whoever is here tonight, you decided, you know what? I need a break. I'm going to organize my trip and I'm going to go visit Tarot Illumination and stay at the Tarot Illumination retreat, camp, property, place, or whatever. And so the first thing, of course, is you have to worry about the transportation. But on top of that, the way that we're trying to organize it here is so that the actual cost of the retreat itself is relatively tiny compared to your typical retreat, okay? I mean, it's kind of radical. I don't know if we can do it, but I'm really interested in doing that. And I think it's possible when you have a dedicated number of continuous sponsors, sort of like to pay it forward, you know? It's just an idea. There you go. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hold on, I just got to put my notes back together. Don't go away. We're going to get back to the readings in a moment. Sorry, I got all excited there because I wanted to share with you my ambitions and dreams for Tarot Illumination. So there you go. We'll talk about that on Tuesday more. Gabby girl, you're up. All right, sorry about the delay, Gabby. I need another sip. I know. You see, the thing is, I know what they do inside a lot of the yoga places. I live in a place where there's a yoga training center on every block, okay? Almost every other girl in the neighborhood looks like they're like a yoga Barbie. Absolutely gorgeously tricked out with all their yoga clothes. They're coming to yoga, they're leaving their yoga, and then they dress up and they go to their power jobs and careers or whatever. So this area is saturated with this stuff. They don't need me here. They don't need Tarot Illumination here. What we're trying to do is go to a place where there's hardly anything, okay? A place where there's a lot of nature, land, water, sea, green, beauty, and it's very pure and it's very, very simple. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to set up camp there for the Tarot Illumination and kind of create this kind of retreat place. It's going to take a long time, okay? Let's just admit it. And a lot of money, let's just admit it. but I believe that it's possible. And it starts with you guys in very, very tiny, tiny, planting tiny, tiny little seeds. Okay. Thank you, Love Triber. Thank you for that endorsement. Pleiadians, Megan, you live in Alabama. Alabama is a lot more affordable than where I am. I know that for sure. Yes, Mary C., it is peaceful. Illumination is deeply in need of a lot of peace and love and healing anyway. And a lot of the motivation is simply to love, for Illumination, to love Illumination better, okay? And the way to do that is to grow, love thyself. And I'm literally trying to be a living example of the stuff that we talk about here in Tarot Illumination. So it isn't just all just like flash and show and tell and, just, it's not like I do this because I'm bored or something. I love doing this and I want to share it with you guys. And I think it could work in such a way that you guys benefit. Like if you need to get away for a week or two and you don't have $5,000, but you can afford the flight or the drive to get to the Tarot Illumination retreat, then it's like, because we've got all the sponsors already going, we don't have to charge huge amounts of money for a single person to come to retreat. They can just come there, more or less just arrive, and it's already going. So all you have to do is just kind of plug in and enjoy. Okay? Joanna Carey, I have to admit, I agree with you. There's a lot of yoga stuff that I can't do because of physical impairments. And there's a lot of yoga stuff that it's just like, in some ways you're better off just going to a gym, So you'll find out when we do the Friday night, the first Friday's healing event, that the Tarot Illumination versions of energy healing are kind of weird. You're going to find out. You're going to find out soon enough. Gabby, I'm sorry. I'm really be gibbering. I can't stop myself. Hey, wait a minute. Red Moon. Hello, Red Moon. I just saw. Gabby, girl, thank you for your patience. I promise I'm going to start in a moment. Red Moon. That sounds like an artisanal beer. That stuff is really hip in my neighborhood. Red Moon. It sounds really like cool, dark, high-grade, handcrafted artisanal beer. There you go. Thank you. Queen of Water. There you go. Perfect. You can set up camp. You can come and hold workshops. Wouldn't it be awesome? Oh my God, Queen of Water. Just think of that. Queen of Water. Yeah. How about that? We get Tarot Illumination set up. Okay, so there's a place. Okay, and then like they do at those yoga retreats, you can set up as a host, or Tarot Illumination can host you, and then you can invite people where you're the star of the show, and you do your Reiki healing. You can do your workshops, and you'd have a location. So you can do the whole thing. Wouldn't that be fun? Well, Queen of Water, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We've hardly started, frankly. We got to get the Patreon launch going first of all. Okay? All right, Gabby girl, you're up. This is it. You know what to do. Bring your invisible friends. I'm sorry it took so long to get to you. Sorry about that. Bring your invisible friends and let's make it a group effort here. Okay, cards are shuffled. We're going to cut the cards. Bless these cards. Bless this deck. Bless you, Gabby girl. Thank you for being such a good, steady person. Okay, and patient and understanding, caring, giving, and loving. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. Okay, what's the weather like for you? The sun, look at that again. We must be doing something right here tonight. This is an indication that, like, no matter what kind of doo-doo is happening in your life right now, you still have the option to choose to be happy anyway. Happiness is out there. All the sun, all the love, all the joy and the happiness is available to you by choice without apologies. But it is a choice, because it does mean accepting. Like remember when we did the group reading? I don't know if you were here at the beginning when we did the group reading. Sometimes it means we have to deliberately retreat from the battlefronts of life, put ourselves into a healing modality, and deliberately choose to heal ourselves, to love ourselves first, and let anything and everything fall apart when we walk away. In other words, if you walk away from all the stuff that you are propping up by being a martyr or by being self-destructive or self-undoing, and you feel ashamed and guilty for walking away because other people might hurt and might suffer, this is a very loud message to let them live their journey, okay? Let them live their path. It's time for you to live your path, live your light unapologetically. Walk away from anything and everything that does not serve you, does not work for you, and allow it all to fall apart if it's going to fall apart. And then move forward, making the choice to be deliberately happy, deliberately moving away from the battlefronts, okay? This is a powerful message. Tap into this Virgo new moon, the sun new moon. Refine, purify, clarify your life by choice. Be happy by choice. What's the situation? Well, you might be scared, okay? With the moon card here, you might feel as though you don't really have a lot of like guidance. You don't have a lot of like roadmaps or help or support to get you on that path, okay? And in fact, it's almost at the point where it's too scary to even think about. But the thing is, a lot of these are like your own fears shouting back at you. This is like the energy of paranoia. The energy of paranoia, you know how fear breeds fear to the point where you end up becoming a victim of your own fears. And that's because you're feeding your fears with your own energy. And that's basically very self-destructive in a very subtle way. So if you're not aware that that's happening, it's time to become aware that you might be scared of your own shadow, okay, to some extent. Scared of your own destiny, scared of your own enlightening, scared of your own growth, scared of your own evolution, scared of your own spiritual journey that's unfolding in front of you, because it appears that you're staring into this abyss of the unknown, okay? But that's normal, okay? That's normal, Gabby. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel actually terrified of the unknown. It's terrified to feel, it's like, it's normal to be terrified of happiness if you don't know what it is. If you've never been on the receiving end of love and happiness in its purest sense, when it becomes available to you, it can be so weird and new that you don't trust it, you don't believe it. You think, no, that's not true. Life is a pile of doo-doo. I've always known that, and I'm always scared, and I always know something bad is going to happen. As soon as I fix something else, then something else bad is going to happen. Yes, that's the technical, mechanical side of life, but that's not everything. There is happiness by choice, okay? So what's the challenge here? Happiness itself, okay? Wondering, my feel is like, this looks to me like the energy of extreme self-doubt whether you are deserving, worthy, and open to receive happiness, receive love. Being ready, willing, and able to receive love is in grave doubt here. It's like you deserve it, okay? You deserve this, but are you worthy, deserving, and open? Do you feel that you are worthy? Do you feel that you're deserving? Do you feel that you're open? Do you feel that you're ready, willing, and able to receive that love? To be happy in yourself, with you and your people with you. That's a serious problem, because if you doubt that this is even possible, then it's not possible. Okay? Doubt is a very, very powerful toxin. Okay? So, how do we deal with this? Okay, my feeling here is hang on. Hang on, Gabby Curl. Just keep hanging in with us guys over here at Terra Illumination Love Tribe. It might be a really good idea to reach out to All Sun. Okay? Well, I don't know if All Sun is still here or someone else. If there's any spirit people here who are deep into spiritual guidance, spiritual healing and stuff, and they would like to give Gabby Girl some extra perspective above and beyond Terra Illumination, think of this as a Terra Illumination Love Tribe group support energy there for you. Okay? It's time to celebrate and enjoy the wolf pack. Enjoy the benefits of being part of a tribe. Okay? That's what I'm suggesting here. Okay? It's a joyful thing. Okay? Even if you have a complete nervous breakdown, Terra Illumination can't fix and solve everything. I'm just acting as a portal. I'm hoping to connect and open and give people the chance to become satellites, become agents of the healing power of love themselves, to become instruments of love and healing themselves. And my feeling here, that's the way to handle this situation here, is tap into the group, enjoy it, celebrate with someone, allow someone to come to you and offer themselves to you to help, and allow yourself to reach out and ask for help for someone there who's willing to joyfully be there for you. So right now, my feeling is to invite anybody here tonight who's willing to be a friend to Gabby Girl right now tonight, maybe hook up after the show or something, and figure out what needs to be figured out. Okay, whatever it is that Terra Illumination can't do here tonight. Like, make a friend, have a friend, be a friend. Okay? Enjoy the benefits of Terra Illumination Love Tribe. Let's put it that way. How about that? And that's not just a promotional gag, okay? I'm being serious, Gabby Girl. Please take advantage of the beautiful people that we have here, because you might be able to offer that service to someone else one day. See, All Sun has already stepped in, all right? So you're covered. You've already got an insurance policy, all right, Gabby? You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Don't you worry. You've got so much going for you already, Gabby Girl. But the thing is, like, the higher up the mountains of, like, I don't know, like some cliche, like spiritual ascendance, the tougher it gets. And that's when there are times where you have to be willing to reach out. Okay? Thank you, All Sun. Thank you, All Sun. Thank you, All Sun. Thank you, All Sun. Oh, look. We have another. Christina DeLeo. Hi. All right, let's have a look. Who's next? I got to tell you, folks, I'm starting to run out of steam here. I don't want to do. It's very, very, very. I'm just letting you know, guys. It's very easy to burn out on tarot. It's easy to burn out, and Terra Illumination does not want to burn out. So if it means we have to grow slow over a long period of time, then that's just going to have to be how it is. Okay, Catherine, are you still here? Okay, Catherine, are you still here? I know it's very late for a lot of you guys right now. Catherine Lopez, I know you came in much earlier. Catherine, could you type in the screen if you're still here? Ah, there you are. Hi, Catherine. Good. All right, Catherine, you're up. Thanks, Megan. Lets me off the hook a little bit. Thank you so much. I can only handle a few readings in one night anyway. I would love to be able to do this 24/7. Seriously, I really, really would. I love doing this for you guys, but Tarot Illumination is in fact a human being. And with, let's say, you know, the limitations of being human. Good night, Marlena. Good night, Marlene. Good night, Marlene. Hey, thank you, Sharon Teo, for that plug. That sounds like you're plugging the pushing the Tarot Illumination video from the beginning, and it is true actually, because when we talk about the group reading, it is significant. I mean, when I pull these cards, to me, it's like watching a Netflix movie, and all I'm trying to do here when I do the readings is give you the best subtitles that I can. Okay, because it feels like a movie when I do it. And then I have to translate everything in a way that makes sense to you, the listener. All right, here we go, Catherine, you're up. I see that you are here. I see that you're here. All right, here we go. Okay, cards are shuffled. Cards are shuffled. Hold on. Give me a moment. Just a little top up. Give me a moment. Lena, where have you been? Lena is here. Lena. Lena, Lena, Lena. Lena is in the house. Lena is in the house. Love you, Lena. You're a star. You're a star. You're a star. Hello, Lena. Everybody say hi to Lena. Yeah. Oh, about books, Joanna Carey. There's tons and tons of books. The thing is, I'm all booked out and read out. I don't read all those books anymore. I'm actually more interested in writing books, numerology and tarot and stuff. If you want, by the way, hold on. Hold on. Joanna, I can't really help you on this show right now about those. Oh, I'm sorry, Mantis. I don't speak Spanish. I don't do any Spanish. I'm sorry. Lena, I think Lena speaks Spanish. Okay, let's have a look. All right, Catherine, let's have a look. What's going on? Tarot Illumination needs to raise a glass to Tarot Illumination. Here we go. Cards are well shuffled. Going to go to the last second so that you're a witness. All right, here we go. cards are, let's cut. Bless these cards. Bless this little deck. Bless you, Catherine. Thank you for showing up tonight. This is your reading. Bring your invisible friends with you. Get them in very, very tight. Ask your angels to come in very close. It works much better when you have a team effort here. All right. Because that's what happens here at Tarot Illumination. It's a team effort. Tarot Illumination angels, and the angels have interns, by the way. You'll find that out when we talk about the book, Love and Healing. Another day. That's another day. All right, Catherine, here we go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like for you? Little Six of Cups. Catherine, I don't know. I don't know if you're wallowing in the past and wondering if, like, oh, gosh. Like, I don't know if this is going to sound, I'm getting a funny vibration here off the Six of Cups, sort of like, it's almost like part of it is like, if you've already met someone who you felt was your soulmate, and then things didn't work out for whatever reason, please understand that when you're talking about cliched stuff like twin flame and soulmate energy type relationships, they can be extremely challenging. Extremely challenging. They can be very divinely beautiful, but with those degrees of frequency, when you're talking at relationships at those level of frequencies, you have to understand that you're often going quite far beyond the three-dimensional aspects of life. You're talking about the love of one soul for the soul of another. And those things kind of traverse time. So you could be talking about past lives, future lives. If you're dreaming about a soulmate coming to you, if there's a soulmate out there dreaming about you coming to them, if there's someone with whom you feel a deep soul love, or if there's someone out there who feels a deep soul love with you, my feeling is that anything like that is out there is possible right now. And my feeling is that in some ways it could be very beautiful, but it could also be very uncomfortable, because a lot of times soulmate readings can just not soulmate readings, but soulmate type relationships can be so deliciously satisfying, but it's not a fairy tale. There's usually some kind of element of tragedy that comes with it. So we have to acknowledge that. I'm not trying to scare you, Catherine. I just want to give you my feeling about the surrounding energies here right now. So please allow that. Please allow all the beautiful, beautiful soulmate love that exists around you right now to exist and happen and flow. But please also understand that it could include some very, very challenging aspects. Okay, let's have a look. What's the situation? We had this earlier. We've had this a few times tonight. So Catherine, if you're scared about what this all means, if you are feeling like you don't know what to do or how to do this kind of stuff, if you feel like you're like, you know, when you're moving from, gosh, this is freaking me out a little bit here, Catherine. I'm not trying to scare you, but it feels very much to me as though you're dealing with some kind of love relationship situation that in ways that you don't have any training, you don't have any experience, and it's frightening for you, and you don't know what to do. It could be a child, it could be someone that's very close to you already, someone that you've known for a long time, and you're just learning and understanding these things, or it could be something new. It kind of doesn't matter, but I think it's very closely associated with the moon and the Virgo New Moon, and it's almost like being shaken up and awakened to like this whole new way of looking at love and relationships. In some ways it's frightening, like, oh, like I didn't know love could be this way. I didn't know relationships could be this way. This is really beautiful, but also it's really scary. So the analogy I'm feeling is, Catherine, can you imagine you're at the Grand Canyon in the United States? You know, that huge, amazing, beautiful place? And it's just so spectacular. You don't know what to say. You just look at it and you're just staring at it. There's no point in saying, oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. All you can do is just sit there and soak it in. And then you start thinking, oh, I wish I could just like jump in there or cross to the other side. And then you realize that's almost impossible. But you feel the desire to do that, but there's no guidance or ways to do that. But your spirit wants to go across. Your spirit wants to go from here to here. Okay? When it comes to love, and you feel that, it's in your body. You know that you want to move from here to here when it comes to love and relationship, but it's very scary, okay? Because in some ways it looks to me like you've never done this before. Okay, what's the challenge here? Okay, it's almost like the great unknown. These are big cards, Catherine, so it might feel as though you don't have a lot of control over what's happening to you in your life right now with this matter. I don't know even if this is to do with the love and relationship situation, whether it's a specific person or it's just with people, how you relate to people. My feeling is that, to me, it looks like you're very, very scared of the unknown. It looks to me, the challenge is that, like, you might be one of those people, like if you can't see it, feel it, touch it, taste it, or smell it, then it doesn't exist. However, you might be going through a life path, a moment of awakening where like with this new moon, it's breaking everything open, and Mars is in hard angle to Uranus, cracking things open, like breaking things open, where you're starting to realize there is so much more to life beyond your three-dimensional senses, like kids, money, cars, mortgage payments, jobs, grocery shopping, chores, tasks, spouses, partnerships, in-laws, families, and relationships, and all that stuff. And then you're realizing, oh my God, there's so much more out there, but it's almost invisible and it's freaky. I don't know how to deal with that stuff. Okay, so how do we deal with that stuff? Be very, very, very careful. Okay, with the Seven of Swords here, my feeling is that you're quite vulnerable. Like, and if you are very, very innocent, if you're innocent, Catherine, about like spirituality or matters of spirit, or even if you're very advanced with spirituality, but you've reached a plateau or a threshold and you've realized that there's a whole other new level beyond you and it's a bit scary. You know, it's like climbing a mountain. You've already come so far, and then you realize there's more to go, and you realize, oh, it's much scarier now than it ever used to be. Then yes, be scared, be very, very aware, be very, very careful that you are vulnerable, but it's like you are vulnerable to your own fear, to your own shadows, to the fear of the unknown, the fear of the mystery. And so I think the most important thing here is to admit that and realize that. And then once you realize that, because this looks like to me, it feels like the energy of being paralyzed, like being paralyzed by fear, paralyzed by the fear of the unknown, and then not knowing what to do. It's like, pretend you're on a tightrope between two skyscrapers in a building. You're trying to cross to the other side, and you've got to the point where you're past the point of no return, and then you look down and you realize, oh my God, I'm freaking scared. I'm so freaking scared, and you become paralyzed in your own fear, and then you can't move forward and you can't move back, and you don't understand what's going on. It's like being like all of a sudden exposed to like the mysteries of your life, and that you were already on this journey, You're already living the journey of your life, and then you realize, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know any of this stuff in the way that Terra Illumination was talking about right now. And now I know it and I see it, and it's scaring the doo-doo out of me, and I have to keep going anyway. All I'm suggesting is here, keep going anyway, but just be very, very careful. Okay, you are still vulnerable here. And my feeling is to go forward anyway, like take a deep breath, do whatever you have to do to keep going, and pay very, very close attention, okay? So that you don't like slip up or get distracted by your fears or anxieties or any kind of stresses from loving and relationships that don't make any sense to you. What counts is focusing on yourself. Do whatever you have to do to serve yourself, to get yourself back into balance. Do what is right for you, even if it feels like it's just like this isn't fair to everyone else. You need to do what is right for you right now, and no apologies. Like if you've been betrayed or deceived or undermined in the past, and you're still trying to figure it out, it's perfectly okay for you to try and rescue yourself and save yourself in the process, okay? So that you don't have to be a victim or a martyr or end up uh, like like skidding on black ice, okay? All right. Thank you, Catherine. I hope that helps. I hope I didn't scare you. I just tell it like a movie. I see it like a movie, and then I have to tell it. And I always feel like you're the star of the movie. Whoever's here, I feel like you're the star of the movie. All right, I'm going to shuffle this deck and clear it up. Some of the stuff you guys write about is amazing. Thank you, Catherine. I'm so glad you got something out of that. I was really, really kind of disturbed at the very early parts of the reading, and I didn't want to say anything to hurt your feelings because this is all in public. Like if we were doing private reading, it can get very, very intense. You know, you have to bring tissues and a barf bag and everything. But here I was trying to keep it mellow. I'm glad you got something out of it and it made a little bit of sense to you at least. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. All right, I think I can handle one more reading, people. The question is who, okay? The question is who. I know a few other people paid, put money in the pot. I don't know if you're expecting a reading or not, but if you're still here and you're expecting a reading, please shout it out on the screen right now. I can do one more reading, people. I can handle one more, and that's it. I'm just watching the screen for a moment. I just saw someone. I just saw Red Moon. Red Moon. All right, Red Moon, you're lucky. You got the last reading for the night. There you go. Red Moon, you're up. Leanne, we'll probably have to do this on another show. Leanne, if you can you come to the show next week? All right, here we go, folks. After this, we're just going to hang out and dance and party and just chill out for a while. Tell each other our scary stories. Here we go. Cutting the deck. Bless this deck. Bless the reading. Bless you, Red Moon. Thank you for asking. Please, again, gather in. Get your invisible friends with you. Okay? Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. What's the weather like? Well, with the Eight of Wands here, I think this is very, very appropriate for you right now. That it's a strong, strong message for you, not just to speak up, but for you to continue to speak up and express and radiate your energy, just like you did right now. There are a lot of people who would love to have readings right now, but you picked up on it really quickly and you just jumped right in there and said, I want one. Okay? And very, very simple. So I see this as a loud message to keep being that way in your life right now. Understand that you might have a lot to share. I don't remember the name Red Moon from anywhere before, but Red Moon, if you're kind of like, there's a bunch of people who come to Tarot Illumination Sunday Night Lives and to the channel in general who are really highly spiritually evolved already. And if you're one of them, and if you have stuff to offer, stuff to say, things that you can do that are appropriate, especially in the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe kind of setting, and you would like to, share that, it looks like this would be a very appropriate energy for you to really go for it, express yourself. Maybe you don't have to be, through the Tarot Illumination portal, so to speak, but if you have these gifts and these talents and these drives that really need to be expressed, this is an indication to me that it's a good time for you to start, okay? Time it with the new moon. Okay, so this is your time. It's time to express, Red Moon. Maybe you've been pent up with stuff, and maybe you have wisdom and knowledge that needs to be expressed, that needs to come out. Maybe you have healing that needs to be revealed. You've got to reveal it to heal it, okay? Very, very much to do with this. Maybe you know an awful lot about what it's like to be a self-saboteur, a martyr, someone who's very, very expert at sabotage, self-sabotage, or allowing others to sabotage you. And if so, you need to share that energy with others and tell us what to do so that we don't end up like that. Okay? What's the situation here? Balance of love and healing. There's something about you, Red Moon. I think if you have some kind of healing energy, if you're some kind of healer, if you have the ability to heal others or the desire to heal others, please allow that to happen. Allow yourself to get immersed in that energy. Sometimes it means you have to go through a tremendous purging yourself. Sometimes it means you have to allow a lot of healing to happen to yourself so that you can speak and live with authority and by example, as opposed to just being book smart, okay? It's a whole different world, okay? So what's the challenge here? Are you willing to do the work? You're scared of the work, scared of the investment, scared of the costs. If you're thinking about investing in a very expensive program to get certified, that's a problem. Do you really need to do that? If you're scared whether you have the finances to do things like that, if you're scared if you have the talents and gifts and the resources to do any of that, that's all understandable here, okay? Extreme self-doubt. This looks like extreme self-doubt in your talents, gifts, and resources, and yet it looks like you have talents and gifts and resources that need to be expressed, especially when it comes to healing. Maybe it's to do with healing yourself. Maybe it's to do with healing others, bringing others into harmony and balance with themselves. Okay? So how do we deal with this? My feeling is that, Red Moon, if you have aspirations to be a high priestess, if you have the characteristics and the hallmarks of being a high priestess type energy, where you have things like clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, intuition, intuitive guidance, healing guidance, those kind of things. My feeling is the way to deal with this is just freaking go for it. Okay? It's time to go for it. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. If this doesn't make any sense to you, Red Moon, it might be that you are being used as an instrument for another person tonight who needs to hear this message very clearly. So my feeling for you, Red Moon, is that if you're having extreme doubts about your gifts and your talents, your purpose, your mission, and it's to do with something to do with, you know, being empathic or the psychic arts or energy healing or remote healing or mediumship or psychic talents or whatever it is, allow that to happen. Okay? Okay? That's all I have to say here for you, Red Moon. To me, it looks like a very simple reading, very straightforward. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. I hope it makes some kind of sense. Thank you, Red Moon. Seriously, Red Moon, very accurate? Okay, that's good. All right, then, here's an idea. In order to allow yourself to be that mystic, to be that intuitive guide, that goddess type person, especially if it involves the healing arts, is to, in order to get over the self-doubts of your skills, your talents, your gifts, your resources, whether it's worth doing or not, is just to give it a shot, give it a try. If you already offer reading and healing services to other people, or if you think you can do that, chat to some of the people here tonight. There's some really amazing people here. Some of them are like Reiki healers, tarot healers, energy healers, artists, writers, musicians. Talk to Alsun. He'll give you some feedback. Okay, just check in. You might be here. You might be one of these people, Red Moon, who has been sent here to understand that you are here to help others. Thank you, Gabby girl. There are a lot of people who need a lot of healing. Okay? Okay, well, Red Moon, if you keep worrying about being wrong, then there's no chance, okay? You have to take the risk. With the Leo North Node, let me do this with you. Red Moon, with the Leo North Node, it's heavily, heavily, heavily under pressure here. It's the pressure of being willing to go there anyway, being willing to stand out, to shine, to be very physically, to have creative self-expression here, courageously, even knowing that you might be wrong. Leo energy is the energy of the risk taker, the person who is willing to make the brave, bold decisions, knowing that they could screw up, but they do it anyway. It's the energy of leadership, courage, bravery, being happy anyway, choosing to be happy, to be fun anyway. And this energy here is very challenging. It's forcing everybody with this part of their lives, wherever this Leo point lies right now in your life, in your chart, that's, I feel, is where you're being challenged to step up. Forget the self. Don't worry if you are scared that you might be wrong. Of course, you're going to be wrong to some extent. Think what happens here at Tarot Lumination. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen when I do a reading. It's terrifying to do readings because I'm going in blind. I go in totally blind, and I just trust that the universe is working okay, and that I am operating as an effective instrument. That's all you have to do. I mean, it sounds very simple for me to say that. How about this, Red Moon? If you offer healing services already, how about you offer your services to one of the people here tonight? If you are willing to invite someone from here tonight to receive your healing services, like as a test, as a way for you to, have the courage. In other words, if someone is here who is not going to judge you, who would be happy to be a guinea pig, a crash test dummy for Red Moon. Put it this way, if anybody is willing to be a crash test dummy for Red Moon and her gifts and services, please identify yourself and introduce yourself to Red Moon and invite Red Moon to offer their services to you. Okay, how about that? How about that? I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, Red Moon, but I'm doing it hopefully in such a way where it doesn't matter if you screw up. Okay? All right, there we go. All right, I need a beverage. I'm going to play another little song. Okay, let's look at it. I just saw something on the screen. Ivona Kukulka is offering herself to be a crash test dummy for Red Moon services. How about that? So, Ivona and Red Moon, please introduce yourselves. Okay, please just you guys figure that out, all right? We're going to keep the show rolling for a little bit so you can figure it out. All right. So let's shake it all off, people. We've done enough readings for tonight. It's time to just jump around and do crazy stuff. All right. And since 90% of you, 89% are female, I'm going to play this song dedicated for all women. And Alson and myself and all the other guys who are here tonight, we're going to dress up in drag in terms of support. We're going to be there for you. And we're going to do that in solidarity tonight. So we're going to celebrate now with Hey Oh and All Sun, Terra Lumination, and the other guys. We're going to be in drag dancing with you. Okay, here we go.
It was one of those days where everything goes wrong. My hair fell out, my heel broke off, I slept through my alarm. I missed the bus tonight, school, my stalker walked me home. I sprayed his face with mace and then he left me all alone. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. A lot of my relationships, they end up in the ditch. So I'm getting counseling for being uncontrollable. The doctor's pills he gave me, they make me trip and fall. So if you are the man you say you are, you love me flaws at all. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. There's nothing wrong with you. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. The fashions and manicures, the great balance solutions, the pants, the bags, the fancy racks, the empty substitutions. What I really need is a man who throws me over his shoulder, takes me naked in the ocean, never me when I'm older. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. There's nothing wrong with you. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. up and down my arms could get me into trouble, leaving me rejected. Then again, pretending I'm secure and acting all tender is no guarantee that I will be accepted. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. There's nothing around to do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Tonight, we're gonna dance the stress away until the break of daylight. There's nothing around to do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
Yay. 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 I know. I didn't have time to dress up. I'm sorry, Queen of Water. I'm sorry, Queen of Water. I didn't have time to dress up. So there we go. So here we go. Yeah, got to be careful what we wish for, people. So it's been a super lovely, lovely evening. Is there any point in doing a recap? I think we've covered it all. You know, you can always go back and watch the action replays, you know, and things like that. I'll just do a quick. I know some of you are going to be already checking out. No radio soul. It's okay. Everything that I wanted to say, I said already, because if I'm correct, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm correct, you're the one who was there the other night on the private meeting, and you called me out about promising to be live. Is that correct? Are you the person who did that? Could you please type in and let me know? I won't hold it against you. It was you. Okay? Well, I'm honoring your challenge because I know you're right. I can't remember it, but I don't think he would have said that unless Terra Lumination had said it. And it really, really stuck with me. And that's all I really have to say. I don't really have any more follow-ups right now, but I've been thinking about it ever since that meeting that night. And so what's happening is that when we do the First Friday healing event on October the 5th at 6 p.m., Terra Illumination is going to be live in person, okay? There we go. So I'm just letting you know. And that would not be happening unless you had pressed the issue, okay? I would have found a way to do the show without being there in person, okay? Yeah. Okay, so a lot of you are going to be checking out now. It's been a wonderful, fun evening as usual. So we're going to do this again next Sunday. Thank you for all the newbies who are here tonight. It's great. I always love doing a hazing, and the rest of us here at the Tarot Illumination love to witness the hazings as well. It's just so much fun. Thank you, Ray Del Sol. By the way, Ray Del Sol, I do have something else. Are you in Australia? The reason I'm asking is because I think you wrote in something earlier tonight that there's no way you can make it for the first Friday, October 5th. And that might be because you're very far away. You're in Chicago. You're in Chicago. Okay, so then you can. Wait a minute. I think you wrote in that you won't be able to make it for the first Friday. Is that because of? Oh, it's because of work, right? Okay, right. Got it. Okay, okay. That's no worries. We'll do it some other time. Maybe we'll find another time. So anyway, oh, that's good. Gabby's in Chicago too. Oh, Gabby and Raycel, both in Chicago. Interesting. Oh, you know what, guys? Here's another thing that happened tonight. Here's another thing that happened tonight. Hold on. I was hanging out in my neighborhood trying to figure out what to do next. Talking with some friends at a yoga place and some friends over at a little like a energetic spiritual healing shop. And they said, hey, Terra Illumination, why don't you rent our space and have a live event here? And then Terra Illumination said, well, I don't know anybody in Los Angeles. So here's the thing. Is there anyone here in Los Angeles, especially on the west side? Because Terra Illumination lives way over by the beach. Is there anyone here from Los Angeles? Oh, look, Gabby Curl and Ray Del Sol are going to hook up. Holy shit. Oh my God, that would be so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, how funny. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Terra Illumination Love Triber meets Terra Illumination Love Triber. Oh, anyway, no worries about it. It's no, that's funny. That's so funny. Seriously, did I read that correctly on the screen? Seriously, that would be so cool. I would love to hear that story. Thank you, Love Triber. Well, anyway, enough about Los Angeles. They're 4 or 5 hours away. I'm talking about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour away. Come to Australia, Queen of Water, Australia. Wow. Oh my God, I would love to. Believe me, Queen of Water, I would love to do that. Oh my God, can you imagine that? By the way, as you know, like Terra Illumination writes music and plays songs and everything. And eventually we're going to get to the point, so long as I can keep the physical body of Terra Illumination going, and so long as Terra Illumination can have a chance to do live performances with music, we're going to eventually get there. A couple of months ago, Terra Illumination did a live karaoke just to see if I could get up on a stage and do it again. And it's kind of challenging for physical work, for physical doing these things, but I will really want to do it, like so I can like live by example and prove that my own healing, my own self-healing has actually helped me to be able to be physically able to participate again with humanity. And anyway, it would be great fun to do live shows and have some of you guys at the shows. I mean, I seriously want to do some live music, do some of the big beat songs so we can really dance and jig around. And I'll get everybody together so we can have kind of like a Tarot Illumination Love Tribe dance party, okay? Because dancing and having fun and jumping around is very, very healing if you can do that. If we have, well, we're going to try to do it online anyway. I'm going to show you when we do the healing events. We'll see. All right. Oh, look at you guys. Like the Spanish speaker. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Exchange, do what you guys got to do. Exchange information and everything. You can scroll if the chat screen is going too quickly, you can watch everything again on the action replay tomorrow and get your email addresses and all of that stuff sorted out so you guys can hook up and connect properly, okay? I can't remember too much else about what happened tonight. I'm kind of in a daze right now. I'm totally burnt out and I can't think of anything. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm just going to hang out here while you guys are chatting because I know you like to hang out and chat. It's like this is the after party. Okay, as from this moment onwards right now, it is 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The party is officially over, and now we are switching to the after party. At this point, typically Alsam would take over and maybe a bit of Lena. Okay. All right. So there you go. Hang out, people. Have fun. I'm going to hang out with you guys, but I'm just going to chill. Okay. Been a blast as usual. Good night, Gabby girl. Hey. Hey, Lena, if you're still there. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Good night, all of that. Good night, Gabby. Good night, everyone. Uh, gosh. I don't know what to do with the after party part, you know? I know, Gabby, isn't it weird? I think it's so weird. Like you guys are hundreds or thousands of miles away and we feel this connection. I think it's so freaking weird. I love doing it. And I love you that you guys hook up and become friends with each other and support each other. Yeah. Denny's, oh my gosh, Love Triber. Oh my gosh. There used to Love Triber, there used to be a Denny's. I could get there on my bicycle. And of course, it's 24 hours. So you can have your after party at Denny's. Yeah. You can have like breakfast at 2 a.m. or Chinese. Yeah. Hey, Lena. Hey, by the way, Lena, would you mind me talking about your ambitions to travel the world? Lena, would you be okay with me about that? I have an idea. I have to wait for the delay. There's a very big delay for Buenos Aires. I'm waiting to hear back from Lena right now. Fritali has, you've got the Eaton Park. Eaton Park, okay, that's fantastic. Lena. Yeah, Love Tribe, I'm just chilling out. I'm just chilling out right now. I'm just hanging out with you guys. All right. Roberto's Tacos. Yes, Ray Del Sol, go ahead. Do you know how to get in touch with Terra Illumination? You can, Ray Del Sol, you can go to the channel, you go to terraillumination.com and there is a connect button and it'll show you the email and everything, okay? Of course, Ray Del Sol, sure. Okay, Lena, it looks like you have about a 45-second delay. That's very long, okay? So everybody who's still here tonight, Lena is seriously hardcore. Lena is a seriously advanced human being above and beyond. So here's the thing. Lena has a very, very global perspective. Lena is very literate. Lena is in Buenos Aires, and she needs to make good connections with people outside of Buenos Aires, like in Europe, in the United States, in Australia, in New Zealand, Canada, places like that, all those different kinds of places. And there has to be a reason. It also helps to have a reason to go there. Things like maybe like house sitting or helping kids. Like if you've got kids and you want to go away for a summertime and you need someone to be there at the house or whatever. Lena is very, very capable at handling people's gifts and talents. And if you feel that you would love to be a host for Lena in her world travels, please get in touch with Lena and you guys do that on the screen, okay? So Lena, that's what I wanted to say. What I was trying to say is that Lena, Lena has, I don't know how to say it, but Lena has helped Terra Illumination tremendously, and I'm trying to do my best to help Lena, okay? And what Lena needs, what Lena wants, I know she's at college right now, and you've got a lot of school stuff to go on, but what I was suggesting, if anybody was willing to, you know, I'm not talking about the expenses or anything, but if Lena needs a place to stay in Europe or America or something like that, please introduce yourselves to Lena, okay? There you go. That's what I wanted to say. All right, Lena? That's what I wanted to say. Okay, Lena, look, already you got one. You got Ray Del Sol. It seems that Ray Del Sol is very gregarious, very sociable. See, thank you. Look, Lena, you now have a place to stay in Chicago. Isn't that cool? Love Triber, you, Lena, you now have a place to stay in Nevada, in Las Vegas. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool. There you go. Wow. Thank you, Ray Del Sol. Thank you, Love Triber. This is so cool. This is so cool. Oh my God. Can I come too? I get it. I get it. Mm. Yeah, I don't know about the timing, Ray Del Sol. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it gets extremely cold. Yeah, Lena, by the way, It gets extremely cold in Chicago in winter, so that you know. But it could be years from down the road from now. Who knows? Who knows? So you got places to go, people to see, things to do. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Ray Del Sol. Yeah. Wow. So cool. Thank you, Love Driver. Oh, by the way, Love Driver is a reader. In case you guys didn't know, Love Driver is a reader, and and she's getting herself ready to be to go public. So there you go. I just thought I would share that with you guys, give you a little bit of a nudge there, Love Triber. You know, we've already talked about this, okay? Well, yeah, we can make the retreat, but I will, obviously, yes, Lena, I want to do the Tarot Illumination retreat, and that can be a focal point, sure. But I was thinking more about uh, that you're going to have to get out of Buenos Aires and travel, and I was just trying to get you hooked up with some places where you can stay, you know. That's all I was trying to do. Yeah, Philadelphia is freaking freezing in winter. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lena, the whole thing about the Tarot Illumination retreat, it's like a long-term thing anyway. You know, you can't do this overnight. Tarot Illumination, the channel is still very, very tiny. And to do the retreat properly, we have to have the Patreon sponsors. That's really the only way to do it. I can't do it through private readings. I can't do it through AdSense and Google, YouTube. It has to happen through Patreon sponsorship. So that's just, we've already figured that out. Yeah. Yeah. So Queen of Water, are you in Australia? Are you, I forgot, I can't, it's you. No, you're, okay, you've got a channel too. So Queen of Water, oh, it has a channel as well. Okay, cool. So, um, I just want to get my information right. So Queen of Water, you're in Australia and it's heading into summer or spring and then into summer. Is that right? Very hot. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Jeepers. Oh, Earth Angel Tarot. Cool. Earth, okay, let's just put that out there, people. Let's just put that out there. Earth Angel Tarot. Oh my God. Thank you, Love Triber, for that, but it's probably a little bit beyond the means of Tarot Illumination right now. But we can talk about it when we meet up again. What's it called again? Earth Angel Tarot. Okay, please visit Earth Angel Tarot, and you can actually hang out with Queen of Water. Is that right? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I gotta get this. I'm gonna check back through the screen. Hold on. Okay, that's Queen of Water. There you go. So there's a Tarot Illumination Love Tribe hookup for you. So there you go. How's that for fun? I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. Did I get that right? Did I get it right? Oh, it's not live yet. Okay. All right. Well, just let us know when it's live. All right. All right, dear Queen of Water. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, coming soon to a channel near you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You'll be fine. You just have to want to do it. That's really all it's about. I'm going to have another top up here. Hey, by the way, everybody, I'm telling you, I really dig the 6 p.m. start time. It's much, much better when we start at 6 p.m. because then we can hang out. You know, I think what would be really cool, it's kind of an extension of Terra Illumination Love Tribe, and I'm trying to do it on the website already, is to create like a healing network, you know? So healers, healing healers, because seriously, healers need healing too. Okay, so you create that as a core network, but also each healer is healing other people as well. So it kind of feeds on itself, all right? There you go. Okay, good night, Ray Del Sol. Good night. It's very late in Chicago, I know. So, okay. Yeah, it's really good. We're going to keep doing the 6 p.m. It's much, much better doing the 6 p.m. start time. And so we'll just leave it at that. All right, I think I'm going to duck out here. I'm totally burned out at the moment. Well, not totally burned out, but I don't want to go. Wait a minute, you already had your birthday, Lena. Didn't you just have your birthday? Yeah, it was just a little bit ago. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I'm going to start wrapping it up here. Our illumination needs to chill out, wipe out, wrap up. So let's do this. Okay, this is like the typical like happy ending type of thing. I'm going to set some candles up here, and then we're going to do that little song that we do. Okay. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, people. Hold on. Gotta get this going. It's a new bag. All right. And some of these, get rid of this. All right, here we go. Hold on, I want to get the lyrics sorted out. Let me get the lyrics sorted out here. Here we go. Whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out, sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, hear the word, love the word. Sing along, sing along, sing along. Sing it now. share the word. Speak the word. Touch the word. Say the word. Praise the word. Feel the word. Love the word. Live the word. Vibrate the word. Shake the word. Hug the word. Bring the word. Whisper the word. Sign the word. Love the word. And the word is love. 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 Word is love. Word is love. Word is love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lovely. What a treat. Yeah. Oh, it's been a super evening. God, what a super evening. Thank you so much, guys. I can't let go yet. I'm still buzzing. I'm still here. So I'm going to just keep the show rolling while you guys hang out, and then I'm going to close it down in a little while, okay? I'm going to let the song play through again. I'm going to sing if you don't mind. Sing the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hum the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sign the word, love the word. Share the word. Speak the word, bless the word, say the word, praise the word, hear the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, hug the word, and the word is love. Share the word, and the word is love. And the word is love. Praise the word. Hear the word. Love the word. And the word is love. Sing it now, everybody. Oh, 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 love is the word. Share the word. Speak the word. Dance the word. Say the word. Praise the word. Feel the word. Love the word. Live the word. Vibrate the word. Share the word. Hug the word. Breathe the word. Whisper Everybody. Oh, everybody now sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word. Shake the word, hum the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's a pleasure to do this with you. Bye-bye.